and let me know when you can hear me. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Mike. Hello, Tamara. Hello, Darcy. And hello, all. And welcome to the final night of Year 50. Tonight we have 14 races, concluding with the $6 million Stewards Cup Classic, which might only be $5 million. I don't know. It's hard to know. It's 6. I was right. But that's a good almost 3 hours away. And before we get there, I would like to read to you something that I wrote called 50 Years of the Sim. It's mostly just me rambling, so sit back and enjoy, and I hope I take you back through memory lane. 50 Years of the Sim by Emily Shields. By now, the story is legend, or something like it. A little horse-crazy girl with no horse-crazy friends started going into chat rooms looking for other people to talk horse racing. She decided to build an HTML-based game where people could buy, race, and breed their own horses, modeled after racing's real-life stars. On the very first day, she met LaDonna King, and within 6 months, John Exett and Ara Davies had joined. So here we are, almost exactly 20 real-life years later, on the last day of Sim Year 50. We have seen the likes of Priceless Forever and Dragonfly, Forever Risk, and I'll Let You Know. But we're all clear that it's not really the horses that matter. The Sim has formed so many real-life lasting friendships, relationships, and even a marriage. Many of us started as kids and have grown up playing this game, and this is where we know to go for encouragement and support. And we've lost some too. Marie Matthews, Gary Cooper, Roberto Prieto, and of course, Scott Island 1 year ago. Players have come and gone and will continue to do so. Ara Davies is hit or miss. Steve Martinelli, Allie Weasley, and Art Vandelay are now names of the past. Some people will hopefully never leave, the Susie Rydells, Brianna McKenzie's, and Emily Mitchell's of the world. The Sim itself has come a very long way. I still remember with intense clarity exactly how my dad stood over me, watching as I updated the ages of every single horse in the game by hand when Year 3 turned over to Year 4. This is a database, he said out loud, or at least it should be a database. We ended up taking 5 months off to convert the whole game to a database. But results, those were still mathematically run by hand. It took sometimes up to 12 hours, depending on how many races were in a day. I would wake up around 6 a.m., come down the stairs, pull out my poster board and my spreadsheets, and less sophisticated things like dice to see who would stumble or have trouble in a race. Then people would start hammering the database around results time, reloading frantically to see if the results were live, and the whole thing would just crash. For the first time, we started taking donations to see if we could raise enough money for a faster computer. We raised the money in hours, and that was in 2002. Who can forget that I didn't go to my real-life junior prom because it was Stewards Cup night? Or worse, that I got a D in chemistry in the fall of 2002 and the Sim was taken away as punishment for an entire semester. Then in the fall of 2003, I announced that the Sim was ending because I was headed to college and college kids are supposed to go and do and see and not lock themselves in their rooms playing with fake horses. Big mistake! College sucked, so I bailed and moved home after 2 years and spent an entire winter getting the Sim back up and running, adding hundreds of horses. Every single person who played the game at the end of 2003 came back to start again at the beginning of 2006. Everyone missed it that much. We've moved servers several times, we've upgraded our database and written thousands of lines of new code. We have a long-term vision of what the Sim could be someday, and every decision we make hopefully puts us closer to that rather than further away. We always try to listen when you have feelings about things, and we try to fix the things that are broken. Jolene Danner used to call me after the Stewards Cup each year, and we would dissect the races as if they were real, a way for me to unwind. I used to sit and write all the race calls by hand, pulling up the charts at 4 in the morning and typing up every word verbatim. Now I just call the races off the cuff, which leads to some phony moments like yesterday, but frees up hours of time. I have had several right-hand mans, although they've all been women. After Jolene came Alex Puderbaugh, Kenzie Larkin, Izzy Rafferty, Lori Hamill, and now Allie Hedgestone. They have been there around the clock to pick up my slack. I'm a single mom with 2 little kids. I'm a self-professed disaster. I know that I could do better and spend more time in the chat room and more time running contests and more time adding new features, but right now I just can't seem to find that time. I hope to do better for you guys. I really hope that as the years go by and the kids grow, I do better for you. Here's to our artists, Nina Olson, Gwen Pfeiffer, Sarah Julin, and Cassidy Smith. Thank you for all that you do. Without you, The Sim wouldn't be as colorful or beautiful as it is. And to my dad, who is the reason that this whole thing works, who doesn't know anything about horse racing and probably thinks that bumper races is an amusement park ride and has no idea why we are adding this to the game. Without him, we would be nowhere, and because of him, The Sim can truck on for all eternity now. It's not the horses that are real, but they kind of are, aren't they? We can see them in our minds. We can feel it when they win or lose. The Sim used to have real-life accidents and disasters where horses would break down, or there were barn fires, or viruses would wipe out half the stakes winners. Realistic, maybe, but fun, not really. I remember when Manastique fractured something in the very first Stewards Cup distaff, but did come back a year later to win. I remember when the lightning-fast filly The Look died in a barn fire, and when Braveheart's career ended after his derby. I remember the biggest upsets: birthday candles in the Turf Mile, 5 circles in the Classic, Eastern West Side in the Derby. I remember things that people don't even try anymore, like debuting your milers at 7 furlongs or breeding horses that can win the 2-year-old triple, now a bygone of an old era. There are so many great mighty runners who have slipped away into forgotten land. Magician, Gaze Unwavering, Sports Jersey, Loki Masterpiece, Persevere, Loki Dynasty, and the very best stallion ever, Fighting with Wit. To help you understand how good he was, imagine that 99% of the foals you breed were all freaks. He was like that. I've met closing in on 400 Simsters in real life over the years, from 2000 until now. One of the very first that I met was Laura Ferguson. Horse for horse, year after year, she might be the best trainer of all time. As in real life, the era of the super trainer seems to be threatening the era of hay, oats, and water, and really knowing your horses. Once again, the Sim mimics real life. Because I've met so many people through this game, I have a slightly different perspective than many. We're all humans sitting behind a laptop, or a desktop, or a tablet, or an iPhone. We're just people who get in cars and drive to work and raise our kids and search for love, all while trying to find the next big horse in the game. If it hasn't happened to you yet, well, it's just a matter of time. Thank you all for being here and staying here and looking forward to the future with us. There's always more coming, but the crux of the game stays the same. You can't win the Sim because every year is a new year and every year there are new equine players. But to answer your question, because I know you're all wondering, the fastest ever has been Symbol, the all-around best has been Atlas, and as for the best filly, I think we're going to see her in a couple of hours. Thank you for being here, and we'll start the show in 2 minutes. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the last night of year 50! Woo, 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 woo! We're all old! Yay, oldness! 50 years, blah, blah, blah. It is Steward's Cup Friday. Steward's Cup, year 50, day 5, week 16. That was like a European way of doing that. But you know what I meant. We have 14 races tonight. I don't know about you guys, but I've barely recovered from the 12 races yesterday because they were so good. Either amazing blowout wins or photo finishes. There was nothing in between. Those were the choices. So here's hoping for more excellent racing tonight. The first race is the Turf Sprint. But before we get to that, just a few notes about break and all that jazz. This is not a long break. That was last year. I actually had someone ask me, like, do we not have long breaks anymore? And I was like, yeah, that was literally 3 months ago. Sorry about that. So, yeah. Make sure that you get your breeding done. Foals are due 1 week from today at noon Pacific, and the year changes over automatically. So if you come to me and say, oh my gosh, I didn't breed my mares, can you hold it? No, I can't. It will literally go. Also, I might not get my mares done. I personally have just over 100 still to go, and someone needs to get on that. I think that person is me. A week from Monday, which is a holiday here in the States. I know it's not everywhere else, but a week from then is when races open, gallops, Triple Crown Trail, training, articles, blah, blah, all those things. If you want to reserve spots for your stallions next year, you can do that right now. Before the year changes over, please go in and decide how many spots you want reserved for your stallion so people don't hammer them and you don't get to your own stallion. Okay? Okay. I think that's all we have to say. New stuff coming over the break. Partnerships will not be able to be dissolved until you've been in them for 2 years. So if you want to dissolve your partnership, do it now, after races today. Okay? Okay. Steward breds. You're going to have to give them a start before you pinhook them. You hear that, partnerships? That can't dissolve for 2 years? Bumper races. 3-year-old steeplechasers will be able to race on the flat using their steeplechase goodness. And I think that's all. There's something else we're working on. It's pretty cool, but I don't think it's going to be ready in time for week 1. But we'll see. Hint, 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 hint. My hint is Keeneland September. That's my hint. That's like pretty much the biggest hint, because that's basically what it is. Okay, so the first race of the day is the Turf Sprint. Oh, I remember the other thing that I was going to say. It is mandatory pick 6, pick 4, pick daily double, all those payouts tonight. So you might as well go play it if you haven't yet. Who doesn't want to play those? So the first race is the Turf Sprint, and this is 5 furlongs on the grass for 3-year-olds and up. They're running for $2 million. On the rail, we have Jack of all trades, which is not the same as Jack Meyer, who's in the chat room. Hello, Jack. Jack of all trades was bred by the Steward, and he cost $2.1 million. Xander Zone is the owner. This guy has won 13 of his 28 starts, and he's been second 9 times. So now I'm not really good at math, but that's on the board a lot. First or second a lot. I literally can't do that off the cuff. 3 starts back, this guy did win the Storm the Blockade Stakes, which is a grade 3. That was week 10. Since then, he has been second in a grade 2 and 4th in a grade 3. A little bit of a longer shot here. But he is the kind of horse that's clearly always first or second, so keep an eye on Jack of all trades. Number 2 is the Great Filly, Cat Named Boots. And once again, Cat Named Boots could be in against her own gender, but she's here against boys because that's how she rolls. Last year, she won the Stewards Cup Filly and Mare Turf Sprint, and instead of going back in that race, she's here today, but she's been running well against boys most of the year. She won the Pegasus Dash, which was against boys. She won that by a head. She was 4th in Dubai, and then since then she's been 2nd in the Patienville Stakes behind Turn and Army, and weirdly enough, Turn and Army not here, which confuses me. I meant to look that up earlier, why that is a thing. Wait for it. The answer is because he's just not here. Didn't get entered. He was supposed to be here. Who's in charge of this horse? James Burns, you did not log in. We're fighting. So Brian Levitt is the owner and breeder of this filly Cat Named Boots mare, who is retiring tonight, and she'll be going to, I forget, they said yesterday, Aero Velocity, I think. She's very popular, this daughter of Mr. Gray, and it would be very nice to see her succeed here again. Number 3 is Formulate. Andrea Beaucamp owns this one and bred him. Son of Composer, who is my favorite turf sprint stallion right now, actually. I love Composer. Coming off of 3 straight wins, including 2 grade 1s in Australia. Just kidding, one of those was South Africa. So he's shipped here from South Africa, has not run since week 12. This guy is 4 for 10 lifetime and has never been worse than 5th. And that was last year in the Instant Million Juvenile, so it's been great this year. This guy, I was just looking at his schedule last year. He ran in 5 straight stakes, including 3 grade 1s, and then broke his maiden. He kept losing to a horse named Terminal City, who's actually in here today. Number 4, Kid Galahad for Ashley Hunt. This is a homebred by Sepia Tint out of Miss Golden State, and Kid Galahad is 11 for 18 lifetime with 17 on the board finishes. Coming off of a 3rd place finish in a French Grade 2, but before that he did win the Golden Carnival Stakes. That was in Great Britain. He actually was on a win streak, winning 5 in a row. And for some reason, things got messed up with this poor guy. Kid Galahad actually ran in a 1.5 mile race week 16 of last year. I don't think that's what was supposed to happen. Didn't go so well, but since then has done very well this year. Number 5, Gunmetal Gray. This is probably the biggest threat to Cat Named Boots. Gunmetal Gray coming off 3 straight wins, including the Grade 1 Prix de la Goldakova. Regina Moore owns this guy, a son of Mr. Gray. He costs $2.2 million, and he is 13 for 16 lifetime. I do believe this horse is not retiring. I think he's running next year. He was a Grade 1 winner at 2 last year. Wait, that doesn't make sense. That was 3. It was 3 last year. Math's hard. I'm going to say it again. And he is the defending champion of this race. Number 6, Monday Morning for Michelle Calderoni, coming off of 3 straight wins in a row and is 7 for 12 lifetime. This is a 3-year-old son of Chautauqua out of See You Bye, and See You Bye is the dam of See You Monday. So this is See You Monday's little brother. Monday Morning. Get it? Get it. Good job, guys. I know you got there. This horse seems to either win or run 3rd. Like, that's kind of his jam. He's earned $500,000. A $1.1 million purchase. Number 7, Terminal City for Aiden O'Brien. This is a homebred. One of the better horses that you don't know about because he is 8 for 10 lifetime with a 2nd place finish, and he has earned $1.1 million as a 3-year-old. Last year, he did not come out for the Stewards Cup, the 2-year-old race, but he did win all those Australian big races, the Instant Millions, the White Diamond, the Silver Slipper. This year, he lost to Little Fictions early in the year and did lose to Turn and Army last out, but as we noticed, Turn and Army, not here. Rounding out the field, number 8 is Little Fictions. Cindy Saunders owns this one. It's a Steward bred, and he is unbeaten in 12 starts. So 12 for 12 for Little Fictions, coming off of a win in the Atlantis Dash. That was at, I can't remember what that racetrack's called. Upside Downs, maybe? Yeah. This guy did win the Stewards Cup Turf Dash last year by a nose over Flanders Fields and Monday Morning. Since then, he's won all of his races by at least 2 lengths, and he has won 4 consecutive Grade 1 races. So, Little Fictions, unbeaten in 12 starts. Probably your second or third choice here today, which is saying something because this is quite the race. Post time's in 4 minutes. Please get your bets in. We'll take a little break and be right back. Two minutes to post now for the turf sprint. Anthony has offered up his superfecta. I feel a little bit like I'm going to be needing a water here pretty soon. Things are feeling a little scratchy in my throat. So is it going to be the big mare Cat Named Boots? Regina Moore did say she will be retiring Gunmetal Gray. I think those are going to be the only 2 that retire, though. I'm pretty sure. I mean, none of the 3-year-olds are. I'm 90% sure Kid Galahad's not. One minute to go, and make sure you do get your pick 6, pick 4 daily double bets in for tonight because it is mandatory payout. Allie Hedgestone claims that she will win the pick 6 and that you all need to stay away. Are you guys going to let that happen? I don't think so. It is post time for the Stewards Cup Turf Sprint, the first race of the day. Admin, if you're listening, I ask for this every time and it never happens. On schedule.php, when I close betting and hit update, please put the betting pool there. It'd be really amazing. I ask for it every week, but you're never actually listening to me. So that'd be great. $35,900 in the pool, set to go 5 furlongs on the grass. They're off in the Steward's Cup Turf Sprint, and it was a perfect start for all but Gunmetal Gray. He was one step slow. Cat named Boots the mare shoots out of the gate. Then comes Kid Galahad, and Gunmetal Gray is rushed up. Terminal City and Monday Morning, Jack of All Trades, Little Fictions, and Formulate is the early trailer. So it's Cat named Boots the mare who leads by a neck. Kid Galahad pressing her, and Gunmetal Gray 3 wide. Monday Morning and Terminal City, Jack of All Trades, and Little Fictions. Formulate is still the trailer as they're rounding the turn to the top of the stretch. And Cat named Boots is valiant out here. Kid Galahad's trying to go by but can't. Gunmetal Gray asks for more, and Terminal City moving up between horses. Cat named Boots still has the lead. Kid Galahad and Terminal City now. Terminal City blowing right by them, and Terminal City is going to stun him. He leads by 2. Cat named Boots could not go with him. Kid Galahad and Gunmetal Gray, but Terminal City in a mild upset in the turf sprint. Cat named Boots was second, Kid Galahad third, then Gunmetal Gray and Little Fictions. The official winner is Terminal City. He's a 3-year-old roan colt by Almighty Pitt out of Lannister Debt by the Black Glove. He is a homebred for Aidan O'Brien, and this is his 9th win in 11 starts. He has a companion goat named Rogue Lawyer. You guys make me laugh. It's funny. That was the first race of the day, and now we're 8 minutes away from the Filly and Mare Dirt Mile. This is a field of 10, so clearly these are bigger fields than yesterday. Number 1 on the rail is Laura Ferguson's homebred, Flame Kissed. This filly finished second by a nose in the Steward's Cup last year, and since then she has won 4 of her 5 starts. Her thorn in her side has been Time Heist, who did win the Steward's Cup and then also was the only horse to beat her this year. This daughter of Spread Like Fire is 7 for 9 lifetime. And again, her only 2 losses were second place finishes by a nose and a neck to Time Heist. Number 2 is She Loves a Ghost. Todd Lucas owns this one, a $4.2 million purchase by Shaman Ghost out of a Just Victory mare. Coming off of a second place finish in the Layer Armor Down Stakes against Boys. She Loves a Ghost most recently won the Seattle Distaff, which is a grade 1, week 10. She actually won 2 stakes in a row and is 9 for 22 lifetime with 19 on the board finishes. Number 3, Glowing Spark. A Mark Pavlak homebred, this 5-year-old mare is by Moment of Darkness. 6 for 26 lifetime and has actually been on the board 15 of those 26 times. She regularly faces the boys and has been beaten by some of the best, including Gonzo and Dream Bigger, who recently retired and I recommend breeding too. Glowing Spark is coming off of a 3rd place finish in the Layer Armor Down Stakes. Number 4 is that filly Time Heist. Have to think this is one of the favorites in here, a homebred for Nina Olson by All of Time out of Syrax. Syrax is the dam of D.I. Hardy, I think, and I sold her because I was annoyed at her, and now look at this. Is that true? Am I telling this story correctly? I'm looking. Yep. Why did I get mad at her? Sounds like me. So anyway, Time Heist is also 7 for 9 lifetime with a 2nd and a 3rd place finish. That 3rd was in the Long Island Oaks. That was behind Flame Kissed. And most recently, she lost to the older mare, What a Feeling. That was in a grade 1, week 11, but she has rebounded to win her final prep for that, which is the Temple Stakes for this, which is the Temple Stakes. Number 5, Angel's Dream. Angel's Dream is 8 for 10 lifetime with a 2nd and a 3rd, a daughter of All of Time, a homebred for Cindy Saunders. She's coming off of 3 straight wins, including the Palaces of Sand Stakes. And she's got a really cute headshot. So there you go. Number 6, Hide My Heart. Xander Zone owns this Steward bred, a $1.5 million purchase by Justin Act out of Mulan. This filly is 7 for 19 lifetime, coming off of a 4th place finish in the Broken Hero Stakes, but before that she was 2nd in the grade 1 Rosita Cup. She's actually been running against boys pretty much her whole career, because I'm not positive that Xander knows this is a mare. She's been on the board in 15 of her 19 starts. Hey guys, the admin loves me. He finally fixed that betting thing for me. Yay! Number 7 is What a Feeling. Eugene Ferguson owns this one, and this filly did win the Stewards Cup Filly and Mare Dirt Mile last year. Since then, she's actually been a little annoying. She lost to boys in her year 50 debut. Then she won a grade 2 against boys. Then she lost a grade 1 against girls. She ran kind of badly that day, but she broke badly and went wide, so it wasn't really her fault. Then she won the grade 1 elusive by design over time heist, and then she won the grade 2 broken hero. So up and down year this year for What a Feeling. 12 for 20 lifetime, $2.8 million earned. Not bad for a $300,000 purchase. Next up, number 8 is Behold Her. This is a Louise Bayou homebred by All of Time out of Beholder. Behold Her is 5 for 8 lifetime and has never been worse than third. Is coming off of a second place finish in the Iowa Meadows Oaks. Before that, she won the Minnesota Oaks and the Fiery Sunset Stakes. Last year, she did run against these type horses in the Stewards Cup and finished third, so you know that she fits. Number 9, Faith in a Snowstorm. This awesome filly, she's a mare now, 18 for 23 lifetime, and has won 10 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, at least 10 in a row. That's awesome. She's mostly running in like grade 2, grade 3, mostly grade 3 stuff type races, coming off of a win in the Louisiana Champions Distaff. This is a daughter of Faithful out of an engrossed mare. She only cost $2.6 million. She's earned back 1.3, and she is probably going to be priceless as a broodmare with a record like that. This is a top-notch mare for Regina Moore. Number 10, rounding out the field, is Fly Me to the Moon. Oh, you knew there'd be singing. She finished second in this race last year. Since then, she has won 3 of 6 starts and never been worse than third. Got off key at the end there. 13 for 17 lifetime, never been worse than third. $1.1 million earned for Matt Feldman. This is a homebred, and it would be pretty cool to see her get a win here. And that's your field for the Filly and Mare Dirt Mile, post time in 3 minutes. J.R. Lewis, you get 5,000 game points for making me laugh a lot. That was really funny. For the record, J.R. Lewis has stated that the only thing better than curlin' fillies are curlin' fries. That was pretty good. You guys know the definition of insanity? You've heard that thing? It's doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So I definitely just got up and got one of those sparkling waters. You may recall that I spent half of the broadcast yesterday complaining about it. Guess what? You're in for more. Because it's delicious. It is post time for the Filly and Mare Dirt Mile, the second race of the day. Betting pool closes at $18,900. We have a field of 10 set to go. Wait for it, a mile on the dirt. They're off in the filly and mare dirt mile, and Time Heist broke one step slow. Behold her stumbled at the start. The rest were away okay. Angel's Dream gonna show the way. She goes out to the lead. No one wants to go with her early. There's She Loves a Ghost, Flame Kissed, and Hide My Heart, then Time Heist. Faith in a Snowstorm, What a Feeling, Fly Me to the Moon, Behold Her, and Glowing Spark is the early trailer. So they're ripping up to the backstretch, and it is Angel's Dream leading by 3 lengths. She Loves a Ghost is second, then comes Time Heist, who has moved up from 5th to 3rd, Flame Kissed, and Hide My Heart. Faith in a Snowstorm with that big win streak, Fly Me to the Moon, and What a Feeling, then Behold Her, and Glowing Spark. Only half a mile left to go in Angel's Dream. She leads by only 2 now because Time Heist has been steadily cutting away her lead. She's up into second. Flame Kissed is third. She Loves a Ghost is tiring. Faith in a Snowstorm's gained a spot. What a Feeling, Hide My Heart, Behold Her, and Fly Me to the Moon. They're at the top of the stretch, and Angel's Dream is going to have to be all out because here comes Time Heist at her. Flame Kissed and What a Feeling. Faith in a Snowstorm, not today. It is still Angel's Dream, and she had it all her own way. Time Heist trying to get her. Flame Kissed right there. It's 3 horses across the track. Angel's Dream, Time Heist, and Flame Kissed, but Angel's Dream had enough to hold on. Angel's Dream on the line. Time Heist had to settle for second. Flame Kiss right there third, then a length back to What a Feeling fourth. The official winner is Angel's Dream. She's a 3-year-old black filly by All of Time out of Angel in the Wind by Wild. Angel in the Wild by Cat of the Wild. I loved that horse, Cat of the Wild. He was awesome. This is a homebred for Cindy Saunders, and this is her 9th win in 11 starts. Her companion cat is named Dreamy. Next up is the Filly and Mare Turf Sprint, which I think is a giant field. Oh, God, there's 15 of them. Ah. Number 1 on the rail is Cindy Saunders, another homebred. This is Song of My Heart, a daughter of composer out of Chrome Tipped, who I think was really nice, right? Click on it. Look at it. Yeah, almost $500,000 earning stakes winner. That's pretty nice. 9 for 11 lifetime with a second and a third. This horse has earned $740,000, coming off of 4 straight wins, including the Grade 2 Kentucky Crown Turf Dash. Number 2 is As the Night Falls. Rafa Usaz owns this one, a $1.5 million full purchase by As the Rush Comes. This girl, is 8 for 12 lifetime, coming off of 2 straight wins. Her last graded stakes win was year 49, week 8. Number 3, Belgian Dreams, which is what my best friend Natalie has because she's buying 2 Belgians, like the horse kind, in a couple weeks. She doesn't need more horses, but she's getting them anyway because she wants them. Matthew McMahon owns this one and bred her, a daughter of composer. I told you I love composer. 7 for 14 lifetime. This horse is coming off of a 5th place finish in a Grade 1, which I think was against boys. And her last win was the Found Stakes, 3 back. She won 3 in a row. Number 4, Love Will Prevail, except for when it doesn't. Whoa. The Steward bred this one by Chrome Twin Moon out of I Believe in Trust. She cost $2.5 million. Love Will Prevail, not the Steward. 16 for 19 lifetime with 3 second-place finishes. This horse has been awesome for Nikki Everdeen, coming off of 2 straight Grade 1 victories. Number 5, Found Myself. Carl Smythe homebred by Fez out of Little Lost Girl by the Black Glove. This filly is coming off of 2 straight wins, and she is 14 for 19 lifetime. Excuse me. 3 back, she ran second behind Rift Storm in the Instant Millions Cup. That was against boys, so she has some back class there. Number 6, Santa Fe Express. I've been watching this filly all year for LaDonna King. This is a homebred, and this filly has done very well. She's 8 for 13 lifetime with 5 second-place finishes. That's annoying. If you're going to lose that many times, be like 8th. Don't be second so many times. So, yeah. This filly's coming off of 2 straight wins, a Grade 2 and a Grade 3. One of those was in Canada and the other was in Kansas. This is a daughter of Exterminate. Number 7, After the Fire. This is an Amy Atkins homebred by a Todd. coming off of a second place finish in the Kentucky Crown Turf Dash behind Song of My Heart. 9 for 18 lifetime. This filly has been in the top 3 16 of her 18 starts and has earned over $500,000. Amy Atkins can sometimes surprise when you least expect it. Number 8, Northern Pike, a Lucas Davenport homebred. Where are all the Steward breds? What are all these homebreds doing? Sheesh. This is a daughter of Chautauqua out of a Reckoner mare. 7 for 14 lifetime, almost $500,000 earned, coming off of 2 straight second place finishes, including one behind Love Will Prevail. Number 9, Lead Into a Storm. Carl Smythe owns this one. Coming off of a win in the Lions Pride Stakes, this daughter of Sound of the Storm is 5 for 12 lifetime. Highest lifetime speed figure is an 89. Number 10 for Anku Khan, this is Kayoko. This is a homebred daughter of Pit Road. She's a 5-year-old white mare coming off of 2 straight third-place finishes, but those were both in Grade 1 races, including one against the boys in Japan. Number 11, Message in a Dream. Phil Hoflick actually owns and bred this one, but I bought her halfway through last season, I think. She was second in the Stewards Cup Filly Turf Dash. That was behind Smashing Moon, who I think is on the outside in this race. Yeah, 2 spots until Smashing Moon. And so this is her last start for Phil. Phil, don't mess it up. This filly's 11 for 13 lifetime with 2 second-place finishes. Number 12 is Happy Family, which is ironically named because she's named after a song about divorce. Wah, wah. Sepia Tint is the sire of this 4-year-old filly Jack Meyer owns. She's coming off of a second-place filly finish in the Arcadia Filly Dash. 9 for 17 lifetime, has only been worse than third twice in her whole career. And, yeah, she's a good one. She last won the Alamo Turf Sprint Dash. That was 3 back. Number 13, Smashing Moon, last year's Stewards Cup Filly Turf Dash winner. She was unbeaten that year. Since then, she's had trouble running against Santa Fe Express and Song of My Heart, but she did win in Argentina week 9. Since then, she's been second twice for Aidan O'Brien. Who is this? She's a daughter of Plate Smasher. I have to click on Plate Smasher. Plate Smasher is owned by Keith Place. This horse made $775,000, and he's standing for $17,000, and his name is Plate Smasher. Number 14, Heavenly Harmony for Gigi Go Faster. This is a homebred. This filly by As Loki Falls is 5 for 20 lifetime, but she has been on the board 14 times. This filly ran week 10 to win the Soldier Stakes and has since then been second and third in a pair of Grade 1 races. Both of those were behind Love Will Prevail. So if Love Will Prevail is the horse you're thinking as being the favorite, then Heavenly Harmony is the kind of horse who can be right there. Number 15, rounding out the field, is Teardrops on the Sun for Jerry Hardy. This 4-year-old filly by Sepia Tint is 13 for 17 lifetime, coming off of 2 straight victories. One was the Grade 1 Twilight Stakes, and the other was the Grade 2 Arcadia Filly Dash. She's beaten a bunch of the horses in here, including Love Will Prevail. It's going to be tough to overcome that number 15 post. But this is the kind of horse who goes straight to the lead, so if she can get out cleanly, it can be done. That's your field for the Filly and Mare Turf Sprint, 1 minute to post. It's post time for the Filly and Mare Turf Sprint, the 3rd race of the day. And the betting pool closes at $51,400. Excellent work, people. 5 furlongs on the grass, set to go. They're off. Lead Into a Storm stumbled at the start. Bad starts too for Message in a Dream and Northern Pike. Found Myself right out to the lead. Santa Fe Express joins her, then Teardrops on the Sun from the outside, trying to get to that lead. Heavenly Harmony lead into a storm. Love Will Prevail and As the Night Falls. Song of My Heart, Belgian Dreams. Happy Family, Message in a Dream, Northern Pike, Kyoko, After the Fire, and Smashing Moon is the early trailers. They're whipping to the far turn. It's Found Myself. She leads by a length. Santa Fe Express couldn't get past her early, and Teardrops on the Sun had to settle back third. Love Will Prevail and Heavenly Harmony lead into a storm. Song of My Heart, Happy Family, Belgian Dreams, As the Night Falls, Message in a Dream. They're coming to the top of the stretch. Found Myself. She now leads by 2. Santa Fe Express trying to get her. Teardrops on the Sun is done. Heavenly Harmony moving up between horses. Love Will Prevail needs to get going. Happy Family and Message in a Dream. It's still Found Myself. Heavenly Harmony chasing her. Love Will Prevail not doing enough in Teardrops on the Sun, but Found Myself with a wire-to-wire performance today. Found Myself wins by a half. Heavenly Harmony there second. Love Will Prevail third. Then Teardrops on the Sun and Santa Fe Express. The official winner is Found Myself. She's a 4-year-old bay filly by Fez out of Little Lost Girl by the Black Glove. She's a homebred for Carl Smythe, and this is her 15th win in 20 starts. Her companion cat is named Seeker. Next up is the sprint. A field of 9, and this is a good field, and I love it. On the rail, we have number 1, King of Stars. King of Stars is supposed to retire tonight, although if he doesn't win, I'm a little bit confused, but if he doesn't win, then Gigi might keep him in training, because if he does win, he's going to be like the richest sprinter of all time, I think. So I don't know what's going to happen if he doesn't win. But anyway, I think he's probably your favorite. $4 million earned. He won the Pegasus Sprint earlier this year. He won the Desert Golden Sprint earlier this year. He was second by a head in the Stewards Cup Sprint last year. This is a son of Look Like a King, and I actually have 2 mares booked to him, so he better retire. Number 2, Make My Million. This guy has a headshot sitting in my inbox. Xander Zone is the owner. Apparently I bred this horse. He cost $6.1 million. He's by Walk-Off Grand Slam, and he is 14 for 27 lifetime. He's earned $1.2 million, and he's coming off of a win against Calbreds in the Golden State Sprint. Number 3, the other Xander Zone horse. Well, there must be 3 of them. Number 3 is another Xander Zone horse, and this is Build You an Empire. Let me go see who sang that song. Hold on. I know you care. Angels and Airwaves. This horse is named after an Angels and Airwaves song. Build You an Empire is 12 for 12 lifetime. He won last year's 2-year-old sprint championship. He's by If Looks Could out of L.A. Love Song. $3.6 million purchase. This guy is coming off a win in the Grade 1 Lost in the Fog. I don't think he's faced older horses yet, would be the knock against him. That's kind of important. You should probably do it. Number 4, If Love Could. If Love Could is 11 for 12 lifetime, with his only loss coming in the Slippery Slope Stakes last year. This horse won the Stewards Cup Juvenile Sprint last year, and since then has won 5 in a row. Fern Thompson is the owner. The son of If Looks Could is out of Many Happy Returns, who was a really nice mare who earned $500,000. Number 5, Dignify. Abe Froman owns this one, a son of Grace's. He's by Benefit. He cost $8.6 million. And he's been on the board in 16 of 18 starts. He's won 10 of those and earned over $1 million. He's coming off of a 3rd place finish in the Saturn Handicap. Both of the horses who beat him that day are in here. But before that, he won the Grade 3 Hemi Cuda. Number 6, Legendar. Sarah Julin owns this one and bred him. Coming off of a 2nd place finish in the Canadian Sprint, that horse that beat him more than life itself is not here. This is a son of Walk-Off Grand Slam, 6 for 22 lifetime. His last victory was the Bachelor Sprint Week 8 of this year. Number 7 is Settle for Me. Why don't you settle for me? It's a really funny song. You can go YouTube it. It's hilarious. A Son of Glenn Sideways, Danny Derby owns this one. He cost $1.9 million, coming off of a win in the listed Lakeway handicap. Before that, he was second in the Grade 1 Inspired Fox, and that was behind Jet. Last year, this horse was 11th in the Stewards Cup Sprint, hoping for a little bit of a better performance today. Number 8 is Plenty of Fire, and this is the horse to keep an eye on because Plenty of Fire actually defeated both King of Stars and Dignify in the Grade 1 Saturn Handicap last out. He's a 4-year-old son of St. Longinus, owned by Mike Larson, 11 for 17 lifetime. Last year he ran in this race and did finish 9th, so obviously looks to have a better effort today. And rounding out the field is number 9, Jet. And Jet is the name of my 2-year-old nephew, who I am driving 8 hours to go see tomorrow with my kids and my dog in my van by myself, because kids and dogs don't talk to me when I'm driving. They watch iPads and ignore me. And that's the story behind Jet. He's won 2 straight races. He is 17 for 26 lifetime. This guy's definitely retiring, so I see that Gigi said King of Stars is retiring. These are the 2 horses that I hope that we hammer with nice mares this year because they're both fancy. Yeah, Jet is good. He's by If Looks Good out of Melanie and coming off of 2 straight Grade 1 wins. That's your field for the sprint. Who do you like? It's 4 minutes to post. Don't forget to get your pick 6, pick 4, and daily doubles in because they're about to close. You've got about 2 minutes before I close them. Two minutes to post for the sprint. Traditionally one of the best races of the day. We've got, it's usually a Gigi Go Faster, Brianna McKenzie, Xander Zone battle. No Brianna McKenzie this year, which is just wrong. But it's 3 against 1, with Xander Zone having 3, Gigi Go Faster having 1. But King of Stars bidding to become the richest, winningest sprinter of all time. Look at all these records in here, like 12 for 12, Build You an Empire, 11 for 12, If Love Could. I love stuff like that. I bought that mare. I bought that mare. I'm sending Brie a message on Facebook to see if she's alive and stuff. There. It's post time for the Steward's Cup sprint. And also closing bets for everything. $3 million on the line. 3-year-olds and up going 6 furlongs. They're off in the sprint. Dignify bobbled at the break and a slow start for King of Stars from the rail. Now King of Stars shoots forward. It's Jet. Legendar, Make My Million and Build You an Empire. Then If Love Could, King of Stars would Settle for Me. Plenty of Fire and Dignify is the early trailer. So they're very bunched as they roll down the backside with Jet leading by a length. Then the rest of them. Legendar, Make My Million and Build You an Empire. If Love Could, Settle for Me. Plenty of Fire, King of Stars, and Dignify still the trailer. But you could throw a blanket over them. Jet, he leads by 2. Build You an Empire is up in the second now. Legendar dropping back. King of Stars is coming on. Build You an Empire is chasing Jet, and these two have hooked up. King of Stars coming after them. Plenty of Fire, Dignify, Make My Million, and If Love Could. They're at the top of the lane, and we're down to 3 because it is Build You an Empire. He takes over from Jet. King of Stars trying to get past them. Plenty of Fire and Dignify, but it is Build You an Empire. The 3-year-old is doing best today, and Build You an Empire is leading by a length and going to win. Jet's going to be second over King of Stars, who finished third. Plenty of Fire fourth, and Dignify, and If Love Could. The official winner is Build You an Empire. He's a 3-year-old black colt by If Looks Could out of LA Love Song by Happy Times Ahead. He was bred by the Steward and is owned by Xander Zone. He is unbeaten in 13 starts. I wish I could get this one to retire. That'd be awesome. But alas, he's going to run in the Pegasus. The Filly and Mare Turf Mile is next. 7 minutes to post. Be right with you. Okay, sorry about that. Filly and Mare Turf Mile. It's fillies and mares going a mile on the turf. Number 1, Stay Cool, Stay Fancy. Dan Gordon owns this one, a $2.9 million purchase as a foal. This daughter of Alexander is 6 for 11 lifetime and has been on the board in all of those starts? Yeah, all 11 starts. Coming off of a 3rd place finish in a race in France, but earlier this year did win 3 in a row. Number 2 is Trixie, Mark Pavlak homebred by Franklin Mint out of a Tricks of the Trade mare. This 5-year-old is 6 for 26 lifetime and has been on the board in 20 of those 26 starts, coming off of 2 straight 3rd place finishes in Grade 2 events. Number 3 is Starchild, and Starchild did win the Stewards Cup last year by 2 lengths over Stars Align and Stay Cool, Stay Fancy. Since then, she has won 5 in a row. 8 for 10 lifetime with 2 second-place finishes. Both of those came last year. This is a daughter of Distant Dream for Leonard Beagle, and it was his birthday 2 days ago. And I texted him, and he did not even answer me. So, unhappy birthday to you. That's not legit. He's probably going through stuff. But anyway, that's the story of Starchild. Number 4 is How Long is a Night. Tammy Stawicki owns this one. A daughter of Rillian, who cost $2.6 million, coming off of a win in the Grade 1 Irish matron, and that was was going to say it was the biggest win of her career, but she actually beat boys in the birthday candle stakes last year. She was second in the Dubai Millennium Mile earlier this year behind Between the Stars, who's probably the favorite for the mile later. 15 for 21 lifetime, and has only been worse than third once in all 21 starts. Number 5 is Silent Kisses. Fanta Arcadia owns this one, a daughter of Dandelion. 8 for 10 lifetime with 1 second place finish, is coming off of 2 straight wins, including the Grade 1 Chrysalis Memorial Stakes and the Grade 2 Fight and Defend. She comes from like a fancy family and stuff, and she's cool. Number 6, one of my favorite named horses in the game, an Ashley thing. Glenn Larson homebred, this filly is 5 for 10 lifetime and has been on the board in 9 of those 10. A daughter of Distant Dream out of an Old Majesty mare. 2 starts back, she won the Ouija Board Stakes, which is a Grade 3, and last out, she lost to Silent Kisses in that Fight and Defend. Number 7 is Dreaming of Joey. Tamara Estes homebred, this is a daughter of Distant Dream. 4 for 15 lifetime, coming off of 2 straight 4th place finishes. This filly is out of a Guinea Horse Rex mare. You guys remember that horse, Guinea Horse Rex? He was so funny. Oh my gosh, he's 16 now. Why are we so old? Hashtag old. Number 8, Kickstart My Heart. Kickstart My Heart is a 4-year-old homebred for Fanta Arcadia by Distant Dream out of My Heart of Hearts. 9 for 16 lifetime with 2 third place finishes and 4 second place finishes, coming off of 2 straight wins, including the Grade 2 Kentucky Crown Ladies Mile. This filly has raced against some of the best, and last year was 5th in this race. Number 9 is Give Her My Best. This is a 4-year-old daughter of Famous Heir owned by Sten Reno Hawkinson. So you guys might as well run to the windows because this one's going to be second. Is he in here? Am I in trouble? He's not here. Sten of the second place finishes. Alright, I'm just kidding. Coming off of 2 straight second place finishes, actually, but before that did win the Grade 1 Englewood Mile and the Grade 1 Gold Reef Mile Stakes. This was a $2.1 million purchase, who is likely to go over $1 million in earnings today. And number 10, rounding out the field, is Louise Bayou's Stars Align. Oh my gosh, she has a second turf miler? Who's letting this girl have turf milers? This is a $4.1 million purchase, who is 5 for 8 lifetime and has never been worse than second, coming off of a win in a listed stakes in Colombia. Earlier this year, she did win the Oceanside 1000 Guineas, which apparently is a race we have. This is the filly who ran second last year in the 2-year-old version of this race. And that's the field of 10. Who do you like? This is a tough race. I think it's a very nice race. Lots of very nice fillies. No Rebecca Rose Hepburn in here? What is this madness? There's a bay horse and no Rebecca Rose Hepburn horse. I don't get it. One minute to post. Please get your bets in. Guys, I'm so tired. I woke up at 4 a.m. and decided to check my email. It's never a good idea. Never ever is. Never ends well for anybody. And I couldn't sleep last night because my tummy hurt. Wah. Alright, it's post time. Betting pool closes at $12,200 for the 10-horse filly and mare turf mile. They're off, and it was a very good start. Kickstart My Heart One Step Slow. Silent Kisses goes out to the lead. Give Her My Best. Then How Long Is a Night. Kickstart My Heart. Dreaming of Joey. Stars Align and Star Child. Then An Ashley Thing. Stay Cool, Stay Fancy, and Trixie is the early trailer. So a well-grouped field as they round the turn to the backstretch. It is Silent Kisses with Give Her My Best right alongside. A few lengths back to Kickstart My Heart, then How Long Is a Night and Stars Align, Dreaming of Joey and Ashley Thing, Star Child, Stay Cool, Stay Fancy, and Trixie is the trailer. So we're in two groups here with the two leaders, Silent Kisses and Give Her My Best. They've got 6 lengths on Kickstart My Heart. The rest are right there. How Long Is a Night, Stars Align, and Dreaming of Joey, and Ashley Thing, Star Child, Stay Cool, Stay Fancy, and Trixie. They've got 3 furlongs left to run in the filly and mare turf mile. And Silent Kisses, she still leads by a half length. Give Her My Best is tiring. Here comes How Long Is a Night with the first move. Kickstart My Heart. Stars Align is moving before Star Child, but she's finally coming now. And Ashley Thing and Trixie. It is Silent Kisses. How Long Is a Night collars her. Star Child, not today. Star Child going nowhere. It's Stars Align up in the 4th. Kickstart My Heart. Give Her My Best still fighting on. It is Silent Kisses. How Long Is a Night alongside. And How Long Is a Night gonna nail her on the line. How Long Is a Night wins. Silent Kisses 2nd. Give Her My Best held for 3rd. Then Stars Align and Kickstart My Heart. The official winner is How Long Is a Night? The answer is like 2 hours if you're me. But she has a companion goat named 8 Hours, which I think is funny every time I see this. This is a 5-year-old Dark Bay mare by Rillian out of River Song by the Blessed Wolf. Tammy Stowicki is the owner, and this mare has now won 16 of her 22 races. I assume she's going to retire and make pretty babies. Or slow ones. It is the sim. Just kidding. Gosh. Next up is the Dirt Mile, another big field of 11. Number 1 on the rail is Dragon and Pegasus. Mike Springer owns this one. This is a 6-year-old son of Cyberman out of a Maelstrom mare. 10 for 26 lifetime and has been on the board in 20 starts. This guy is coming off of 2 straight losses to Fight Flame with Fire. Number 2 is See What You See. Amy Bahama owns this one. This is a Son of Sea out of Dubai Greeting by Because I'm Happy. Coming off of a win in the Strike Deadly handicap, this 4-year-old is 11 for 14 lifetime with 3 second-place finishes. Number 3 is Dancing in August. That's what John X will be doing if this guy wins today on the last day in August. This is a 4-year-old son of California Chrome out of August Moon. He's 11 for 15 lifetime, and he has won 7 in a row? 6 in a row. Including the Grade 1 Seattle Mile. Number 4 is Make Your Mark. Mike Springer owns this one. He's coming off of a win in the Grade 1 Rosita Cup. A 4-year-old son of Hallmark. He's 4 for 12 lifetime. And he's just now starting to get good. His total record is 4-3-2 in 12 starts. Number 5 is the unbeaten Fight Flame with Fire. Laura Ferguson owns this 3-year-old son of Pyrotechnics. He's unbeaten in 8 starts. Last year he did win the Stewards Cup Futurity, and that was by a length and a quarter over Rage of War. Since then, this guy has won 4 in a row, with 2 of those 4 being over 3 lengths, including the Grade 1 Derby Mile. Has not started since week 13. Number 6, Tigers Come at Night. Tigers Come at Night is a 5-year-old son of Light of the Moon, a homebred for Kelly Wachter. 11 for 20 lifetime. This guy has earned $1.1 million. I love this horse, and I hope he retires and that one day we can breed to him because I think he's super cool. Coming off of a win in the Mountain Mile Stakes. He's won 3 of 5 races this year, and he's just overall got a cool name and stuff. Joey, what are you saying? You saying Nina's better at this than I am? Duh. Number 7 is Spendthrift. This is another homebred for Louise Bayou, a 4-year-old son of All of Time out of Monrovia by California Chrome. This guy is 8 for 14 lifetime and has never been off the board. He's coming off of a victory in the original Tough Guy Mile. Earlier this year, he won the Colts Mile Stakes, and last year he ran in this race and finished second. Number 8 is About Time Tiger. This is another John Exet homebred, a son of All of Time out of Catch a Tiger by a Tiger. 3 for 14 lifetime, but he's always right there, coming off of a second place finish to Gonzo. Where's Gonzo at? Is he in this race? Am I, like, stupid? Don't answer that. I thought he was retired. Okay, let me get this straight. Susie Rydell, Peyo's son, and whoever owned that other horse I was complaining about earlier this year, James Burns or whatever, none of them entered their Week 16 horses. You're all fired. That's a huge blow. Not for the horses who were in here. Anyway, About Time Tiger is 3 for 14 lifetime, and he has earned $120,000. Number 9 is Disaster Artist. Really good movie if you haven't seen it. Also better book because books. Tratsevere Peru owns this one. He's a 6-year-old son of the Pumpkin King out of a War Daddy mare named Chapel. He's coming off of a win in the Indiana Mile. He is 8 for 29 lifetime. You have to assume this guy will be retiring tonight. And he has earned $1.4 million. Number 10 is Dubai Sands. Mike Larson owns this one. He's a son of Consecration. He cost $2.2 million, and he's only earned $500,000 back. That's slacker. 2 starts back, won the Metro Mile. Last out was second to Gecko in the Iowan Meadows Handicap. Number 11 rounding out the field is Pete Vella's Dalek Invasion. A $300,000 purchase. This son of Cyberman is out of the Keyboard Courage Mare Final. For some reason, I decided a Keyboard Courage Mare to an Ants Marching Stallion was a good idea, and it made a miler. I don't get the Sims sometimes. This guy's coming off of 2 straight wins, and he is 12 for 23 lifetime. That's your field for the Dirt Mile. 2 minutes to post. Brianna McKenzie's gotten back to me, and she was like, I had horses racing, and you all need to calm down. It's not verbatim what she said, but it's what it felt like. It is post time for the Dirt Mile. The betting pool is going to close at $31,200. A field of 11 set to go a mile on the dirt. Because it's the dirt mile. Sorry, guys. It has to be said. They're off in the dirt mile, and Dubai Sands stumbled very badly. Right to his knees went Dubai Sands. Fight Flame with Fire right out to the lead. Dancing in August and See What You See. Tigers Come at Night and Dubai Sands. Those 5 are very fast early. Disaster Artist and Dragon and Pegasus. Then Make Your Mark, Dalek Invasion, About Time Tiger, and Spendthrift is the early trailer. So it is Fight Flame with Fire, but now See What You See takes over, and See What You See is the leader. They're still dueling, and the pace is fast. Dancing in August, Fight Flame with Fire, and Tigers Come at Night. Then comes Dubai Sands. 2 lengths back to the rest. Disaster Artist, Dragon and Pegasus, Make Your Mark, Dalek Invasion, About Time Tiger, and Spendthrift 2 lengths last. We have our third leader of the race, and it is Dancing in August. His head's in front. See What You See right there, and Fight Flame with Fire is a half length back third. Then comes Tigers Come at Night. Dubai Sands and Disaster Artist, Dragon and Pegasus, Make Your Mark. They're at the top of the stretch, and it's been these 3 the whole way. Dancing in August, See What You See, and Fight Flame with Fire. 2 lengths back to Tigers Come at Night and Dubai Sands, so we're down to 3. See What You See, Dancing in August, Fight Flame with Fire on the rail. They're in tight, and it's going to be close. It's going to be a 3-way photo because no one will give an inch, and it's too close to call in the dirt mile. Tigers Come at Night 4th, Dubai Sands 5th, Dragon and Pegasus was 6th. The results of the photo are in. The winner was Fight Flame with Fire by a nose. Dancing in August, another nose second, and then See What You See. The official winner is Fight Flame with Fire. He's a 3-year-old black colt by Pyrotechnics out of Carry Me Home by Touchdown Raiders. He was bred by the Steward and is owned by Laura Ferguson. This guy is now unbeaten in 9 starts. How far can he go? Next up is the filly and mare Turf. 1.25 miles on the grass. There's 12 horses in this field, and they're really, really good. So let's get to it. And by let's get to it, I mean I'm going to ADD out and send someone a message instead. Do 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 do. There. Okay. That's not the race. Here we go. Number 1 on the rail is Diamonds Are Forever. Carl Smythe owns this one and bred her. She's a 5-year-old dark bay daughter of Kaiju out of Marilyn Monroe by Sydney. This filly is coming off of 2 straight second-place finishes in Grade 1 races, but her last win actually was over the boys in the Caesar Augustus. 8 for 21 lifetime, and she's earned $1 million to date. Number 2 is When You Love Someone. This is a daughter of Reddington out of a 2-tone mare named Two-Tone Tiger who was faster than you or me. This filly is 11 for 15 lifetime and has earned $1.1 million, coming out of a win in the Grade 1 Golden Gift Stakes. Number 3 is By Your Side. The final start for this daughter of Shahira and Coleman Hell. Joseph DePaulo owns this one. She's coming off of a 5th place finish in the Arc, so it'll be interesting to see if she's like super talented and wins this, or if she's like, I'm super over my life, and she runs 17th out of like 11 horses. 6 for 9 lifetime, just a few dollars away from $1 million in earnings, and she has run a 100 speed figure in the past. My nose is stuffy. Number 4 is Gem. Danny Derby owns this one and bred her. Danny Derby is not with us tonight because he's at dinner in Saratoga. Slacker. This filly is coming off of a win in the Grade 2 Kentucky Crown Ladies Turf, a daughter of Stalingrad who is 4 for 8 lifetime. Before that, she won 2 straight races earlier this year. And yeah, has never been worse than third. Number 5 is Mauritania. This is my daughter of Titanic. Nina Olsen's racing her for me, a daughter of Take Me Up. 7 for 9 lifetime. She's been very well placed, coming off of a win in the Grade 1 Queen Mother Stakes, but earlier this year she did lose to By Your Side and Oasis and Dove. Why is Oasis not in here? Where are you people running your horses? Number 6 is They Shine For You. For some reason, I named this horse after a Coldplay song. This is a $1.6 million purchase for Mike Springer, 9 for 12 lifetime. Coming off of a second place finish in a Grade 1 race, but before that, won 2 straight Grade 3s. This filly has always been good. She won a bunch of stakes last year. She won a bunch of stakes this year. She's always knocking on the door. Number 7 is Break Some Hearts for Xander Zone. This is a 5-year-old daughter of Court of Miracles. A $2.2 million purchase has earned back $1 million. She is coming off of a loss by a head in that Kentucky Crown Ladies Turf behind Gem, but before that she won 2 straight races, including the Grade 1 La Oceanside. Number 8 is Run Wild. Run Wild is a Coleman Hell song, and it's also a Coleman Hell daughter. This is Nina Olsen's own daughter of Titanic. She's doing even better with this one than she is with mine. 8 for 14 lifetime, and has only been worse than third once. That was when she was 6 in this very race last year. Since then, she did win the Grade 1 World Traveler Handicap in a dead heat. Number 9 is Make 'Em Hot. This is Dan Kaufman's entry in the Stewards Cup this year. This is a homebred daughter of Electric Blue. She's a 3-year-old, 7 for 9 lifetime, never worse than third, and is coming off a win in the Grade 1 Flower Pot. Number 10 is Tell Me a Secret. This is the Scott Island horse who now Allie Hedgestone is running. She's a 5-year-old gray daughter of Two-Toned out of Manda. And I think Manda won this race. I'm getting so bad at this, guys. Nope, she was second by a neck. I failed. Fail, fail, fail. 12 for 18 lifetime, $2.2 million earned. This special filly is coming off of 2 straight 4th place finishes, but before that had won a Grade 1, a bunch of Grade 3s, and was 3rd in this race last year. Number 11 is Dove, the well-named daughter of Togo and Olive Branch, Danny Derby homebred. Coming off of 2 straight wins, including a Grade 3 over the boys. Before that had won the Grade 1 Oceanside Oaks, 6 for 9 lifetime, never worse than third. Rounding out the field is number 11, Kiss My Breath Away. Okay, that one was off key on purpose, I promise. $3 million purchase for Todd Lucas. This is a daughter of Sydney and Kiss Me Here. 10 for 15 lifetime, coming off of a 3rd place effort in a Grade 1, but before that, this filly did win the Grade 1 Beverly Bee, and earlier this year won the Grade 1 Weezer, so she's always been a good filly. Todd Lucas surprised yesterday in the juvenile with Strike Revenge. That's your field for the filly and mare turf. 2 minutes to post. Louise Bayou making fun of my singing says it sounds like my puppy. I haven't been able to record it yet, but I would love to record this thing talking. I can't do it, but I'm going to try anyway. I don't know, it sounds like a seal barking, like a pathetic seal barking. It's like, ah! He does it all the time, but not when I've got a camera on him, of course. But it's funny, and I like it. Border Collies. They're weird. Make sure you get your bets in. There's only $11,000 in the pool. I'm going on boycott until you guys get it to at least 20. This race is insane. This race to me doesn't have a clear-cut favorite. Because there's going to be a multiple graded stakes winner who runs last. So, yeah. Nice bet. No. Guys, I'm not calling the race unless you know. I can hold results at ransom forever. Not too forever because I have to go on a road trip tomorrow. Brian has coined the term inner sten, which is like inner zen, but it's inner sten because you run second all the time. Ah! He's missing it. Where is he? All right, you guys got the pool to 38,000. We're not fighting any longer. Or rowing or whatever people say these days. The cool kids or the European kids. They're off in the Steward's Cup filly and mare turf, and it was a great start for all, but Diamonds Are Forever on the rail. She stumbled at the break. Mauritania right out to the lead, joined by her stablemate Run Wild, then comes By Your Side. When You Love Someone, Break Some Hearts and Dove, Tell Me a Secret and They Shine for You. Kiss My Breath Away, Diamonds Are Forever, Gem, and Make 'Em Hot is the early trailer. As they come down past us the first time and go under the wire, it is Mauritania leading with Run Wild alongside. By Your Side trying to split those two, then comes When You Love Someone fourth, Break Some Hearts and Dove, Tell Me a Secret, They Shine for You, Kiss My Breath Away, Diamonds Are Forever, Gem, and Make 'Em Hot is the trailer, and they're turning down the backside with Mauritania leading by a length. Run Wild is second, then comes By Your Side. Those three have 4 lengths on Dove and Tell You a Secret, right alongside each other with When You Love Someone next, Break Some Hearts and Diamonds Are Forever. They Shine for You, Kiss My Breath Away, Gem, and Make 'Em Hot. They're coming to the half-mile pole, and we have a new leader. That leader is Run Wild. Run Wild takes over from her stablemate. Mauritania's still right there, though. Then comes By Your Side. Tell Me a Secret, threading her way between horses. They Shine for You, and Diamonds Are Forever running well. Then comes Kiss My Breath Away and Make 'Em Hot from the back. They're at the top of the stretch, and it's the 2 Olsen runners, Run Wild and Mauritania, By Your Side alongside, and here comes Tell Me a Secret doing her best from the outside. It's Run Wild, Mauritania by her side, and Tell Me a Secret widest of all. Run Wild, Mauritania, Tell Me a Secret, Run Wild, and it's going to be a photo in the filly and mare turf. Yet another photo today, very close between 4 horses. Make 'Em Hot was 5th, and They Shine for You, and Diamonds Are Forever. Steward's taking a long look at this photo. The results of the photo are in. There was a dead heat for second. A dead heat between Run Wild and Mauritania for second, which makes Tell Me a Secret the winner of the filly and mare turf. Tell Me a Secret won by a nose, then Run Wild and Mauritania. By Your Side was 4th, then Make 'Em Hot. A very emotional win for Tell Me a Secret. She's a 5-year-old gray mare by Two-Toned out of Manda by Stalingrad. She was bred by the late Scott Island and is owned by Allie Hedgestone. This is her 13th win in 19 starts. Joey, if my filly is not over $1 million, you're fired. Like, so fired. I don't know what's more amazing about this race. That Tell Me a Secret won, or that the Titanic filly's dead heated. It's like one of my favorite races ever. So that was the filly and mare turf. Next up is the filly and mare sprint. 5 minutes to post with a field of 11. Yikes. Better get going. Number 1 is wait, I learned how to say it earlier. Ipsirk? Ipsirk is a homebred for Art Cage. This is a 3-year-old daughter of Walk-Off Grand Slam out of Especially Crispy. She's coming off of a win in an allowance, and before that she won the Grade 1 Dancer Stakes, so oddly prepped, but it seems to have worked. She's won 3 in a row. Number 2 is With Grace I Go. Xander's Own owns this daughter of Grace's, purchased for $5.1 million. Coming off of a second place finish in a listed stake, this filly is 6 for 13 lifetime. I don't know. Don't ask me how your horse did. Like 75th. 11th of 12, sorry. Number 3 is Scared of My Shadow. And I'm pretty sure I've heard of this horse because she won the Stewards Cup Juvenile Filly Sprint last year. She's 13 for 13 for George Nats. I had no idea she was still unbeaten. This filly's been awesome all year, has not faced Grade 1 company since last year, but has been racking up the wins in Grade 2s and Grade 3s. Number 4, Until I Met You. $6.8 million purchase. Xander's Own owns this one, coming off of a third place effort in a Grade 2, but before that won a listed stake, the Stonewall Stakes, 8 for 12 lifetime. Number 5 is the last of the Xander's Own horses. This is homebred Bow to Her. 3-year-old daughter of Exile of Kings. 7 for 14 lifetime, coming off of a win in the Big Dream Stakes. Number 6 is Navistar. Epiphany Acres, homebred, daughter of Happy Times Ahead out of Vila. 9 for 11 lifetime, has always been a very good girl, never been worse than third, and is coming off a win in the Long Island Sprint Handicap. Number 7 is Sensational. Darcy McBride would really like to get this win. 10 for 18 lifetime, never worse than third. This is a 4-year-old daughter of Walk-Off Grand Slam out of the Great Mare Sweet Sensation. She's coming off of a loss in the Grade 1 Lost in the Fog Stakes, but that was against boys. She was only a length behind Build You an Empire, and Build You an Empire did win the sprint earlier today. Number 8 is That First Smile. This is Brandon McKenzie's only entry in the Stewards Cup this year. 4-year-old homebred by So It Appears out of the nice mare Someday You'll See. 11 for 16 lifetime, is coming off of 4 straight victories. 3 of the 4 were Grade 3 races. Number 9, Words of a Loved One. Carl Smythe owns this one. This is a daughter of Tornado out of Letter from Home. $2.3 million purchase, has earned back just over $1 million. 11 for 21 lifetime, coming off of a win in the White Lightning Stakes. Number 10 is All-Star Game. This is another walk-off Grand Slam runner. This is a homebred for Laura Ferguson, coming off of a win in the Grade 1 Canadian Challenge. 10 for 24 lifetime, and has been on the board 18 times. Rounding out the field, we have Velocity. She's the defending champion in this race. She beat Sensational by 2 lengths last year. Since then, she ran 5th in the Pegasus against the boys, returned to face girls, and won the Grade 1 Inconsolable Distaff. Last out, she was back in against the boys and lost by a length to Jet. Jet was just second in the sprint earlier. This is a homebred for Mike Bryant, and that's your field for the Filly and Mare Sprint. 1 minute to post. It is post time for the Filly and Mare Sprint. A field of 11 going 7 furlongs on the main track for $2 million. Betting pool closes at $71,500. Excellent work, people. Thank you, Pete. They're off in the filly and mare sprint. With Grace I Go was one step slow, but the rest were away well. It is sensational, and she's not joking around today. Straight to the lead goes she. Scared of My Shadow, then Words of a Loved One. Isberg. Until I Met You, Velocity, All-Star Game, and Navistar. Then That First Smile, With Grace I Go, and Bow to Her is the early trailer. So it is sensational, and she leads by 3 lengths. She's rocketing down the backstretch with Words of a Loved One second. Scared of My Shadow is third, then Ipsirk, Until I Met You, Velocity, and All-Star Game. That First Smile is eighth, Navistar ninth, and With Grace I Go and Bow to Her. They've got 3 furlongs left to run in the filly and mare sprint, and sensational, she still leads, but her lead's down to a length. Ipsirk is running her race of her life. Scared of My Shadow still third, That First Smile, and Until I Met You, Words of a Loved One, and All-Star Game. They're rolling down the stretch, and sensational has spit the bit. She can't go with the leaders. Scared of My Shadow, That First Smile, and Ipsirk. Sensational still fighting back. Scared of My Shadow and That First Smile. Ipsirk, Sensational, That First Smile, Scared of My Shadow, and it's going to be another photo in the Stewards Cup this year between 4 horses, 3 lengths back to Until I Met You, an All-Star Game. The results of the photo are in. The official winner by a nose, Scared of My Shadow. She is now unbeaten in 13 starts. 14 starts. 14 starts. Okay, there's no drama if I mess up. Second by a nose, That First Smile. Third by a nose, Ipsirk. And then Sensational was another neck back fourth. So she got surrounded going down the stretch, and then she fought on. Which does you no good when she runs fourth, but her intentions were good. The official winner is Scared of My Shadow. She's a 3-year-old Dark Bay filly by Walk-Off Grand Slam out of Scary Earth by Look I Am Scary. Owie, 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 cramp in my back. Ouch, I don't know how that happened. This is a homebred for George Nats, and she is 14 for 14 lifetime with a companion cat named Hercules. That's nice, I like it. 7 minutes away for the Stewards Cup Turf Mile. Trying to see if George is in here. George, congrats. And this is my thought process seeing that result. Who's this horse? Apparently she won the race last year. Apparently she's undefeated. It doesn't mean I'm not paying attention. Just a little bit. So for the Turf Mile, on the rail we have number 1, All of Us Dreamers. This is, according to Rose, the favorite for this race, despite the rail draw. Glenn Larson owns a Son of Hartnell. 11 for 18 lifetime with $2 million earned. This guy did lose the Dubai Millennium Mile earlier this year, but since then has been perfect with open-length victories. Number 2 is Free from War. Tamara Estes owns this homebred, a son of Warlock. Coming off of 2 straight 5th place finishes, his last win was year 49, week 5. Number 3, Distant Dancer. Phil Hoflick owns this one, an Anzu McCann bred. He's a 3-year-old son of Distant Dream, coming off of a 2nd place finish in the Grade 2 Arcadia Turf Mile, behind All of Us Dreamers, 4 for 9 lifetime, and never worse than 3rd. Number 4 is Master Command. Garylyn Farms owns this $1.5 million purchase, a son of Master Craftsman out of These Secrets. 7 for 8 lifetime, and his lone loss did come last time out when he was 5th in the Upside Down Millions, but that was a super weird race. There were some decent horses in there, and it was won by a big long shot, and the favorites all ran off the board. It was a very weird race, so maybe draw a line through it, because it was just weirdness. Before that, he'd won 4 straight Grade 1s, including the Stewards Cup last year. Number 5, It Takes Work. Oh, doesn't it? Sten Reno Hawkinson owns this guy. He's a 5-year-old son of Old Dan out of This Woman's Work by Eohippus, coming off of a win in the Grade 3 Pacific Mile Trial, 10 for 22 lifetime, and this guy did run in the Pegasus earlier this year, but was 8th. Number 6, Heard the Prophecy. This is a 5-year-old son of Knock 4 times. Lucas Davenport owns. This guy cost $2 million, and he's earned back just under $1 million. 3 straight wins earlier this year, is coming off of a loss in the Grade 1 Dortmund Stakes. Number 7, Tiny Moments. This is a 5-year-old son of Incremental out of Stay Still, Stay Quiet for Chris Everett, coming off a 3rd place effort in the Southern California Mile. Before that, he won 2 straight Grade 3 races, 7 for 16 lifetime, and his highest career speed figure is a 91. Number 8, Between the Stars. This is a 5-year-old white horse, Rebecca Rose Hepburn, homebred by Distant Dream out of the great mare Memento Mori. You may remember that she used to win races like this, and now somehow she has a 5-year-old, and we're all old. This guy is coming off of a victory in the Grade 1 Prix Benjamin. Before that, he won the Grade 1 Dubai Millennium Mile. He was 3rd in this race last year, beaten a neck and a nose, and he lost the Pegasus to all of us dreamers. Number 9 is Trill. Trill is a 10-year-old gelding owned by Lori Ethel, a son of Rillian. This guy won the Grade 1 SoCal Mile last out. He's actually won 4 stakes in a row, including 2 Grade 1s. He's 20 for 44 lifetime, and that would be one of the most awesome stories ever. Number 10 is Only Trickery. Darcy McBride owns this 3-year-old son of Beauty Only, a $2.1 million purchase, coming off of a win in the Dortmund Stakes over Heard the Prophecy. Earlier this year, he won the Irish 2000 Guineas, and last year he was unbeaten in 5 starts. Number 11, just kidding, there's 12 of them. Number 11, but not rounding out the field, is the 8-year-old Entire Gakaido. Gakaido is owned by Lucas Davenport. This is a son of worldwide fame out of Apennine by King Kamehameha. This guy's coming off of a 6th-length win in the Golden State Mile. 23 for 39 lifetime. And there's a lot of old horses in here, apparently. Number 12, and rounding out the field, is Little Constance. This is a 5-year-old son of worldwide fame out of Constantly, coming off of a 2nd-place finish in the SoCal Mile by a neck behind Trill. Before that, he did win the Toronto Mile, was 3rd in the Pegasus, and was 5th in this race last year. That's your field for the Turf Mile, a field of 12 going a mile on the grass for $2.5 million. Please place your bets. One minute to post. As Rebecca Rose Hepburn said, there is a lot of speed in this race. All of Us Dreamers wants the lead. Distant Dancer likes to be right up there. It Takes Work wants the lead. Tiny Moments likes the lead. Between the Stars definitely likes the lead. Only Trickery likes the lead, and Gakaido likes the lead. So, interesting. You know what the hardest part of being the steward is? Is when you're looking at races like this. Not this one in particular, but it could be. And you see horses that are 3. And you click on them because you're like, I don't know who this is. And then you're like, whoa, this horse is going to be like a sick sire. But you can't say anything. And also, it's like years away because the horse is only 3. It's a thing that happened to me today when I was looking at races. So, that's my story. It's post time for the Turf Mile. Betting pool closes at $102,000. A field of 12 set to go a mile on the grass. Whoops, I think I coughed in the mic, sorry. They're off in the Steward's Cup Turf Mile, and Between the Stars was one step slow. Free from War broke very badly right to his knees. Tiny Moments and Little Constance, now Between the Stars is rushed up, then All of Us Dreamers. Master Command and Distant Dancer. Gakaido, It Takes Work, Free from War, Trill, Only Trickery, and Heard the Prophecy is the early trailer. So it is Between the Stars who's happy on the lead, and the pace is fast. Little Constance and Tiny Moments, then All of Us Dreamers. Master Command and Distant Dancer. Gakaido, It Takes Work, Trill, Only Trickery, Free from War, and Heard the Prophecy. They've got 4.5 furlongs left to run, and Between the Stars, the pace has been fast, but he has been on the lead happily the whole way. He's got a length on Little Constance. Here comes Gakaido between horses. Tiny Moments making a move. All of Us Dreamers needs to do a little bit better. Master Command, Distant Dancer, and here comes Trill. Only Trickery. They're at the top of the lane now, and it is Between the Stars who still leads. Little Constance right there. Here comes Gakaido and Trill, the old men trying to get to them. Then Tiny Moments and All of Us Dreamers. It is Between the Stars, but Trill has collared him, and Gakaido way on the outside. We're down to the two old men. It's Trill and Gakaido, Between the Stars third, and it's going to be Gakaido to win over Trill in the Turf Mile. Between the Stars was third, Little Constance fourth, then Tiny Moments and All of Us Dreamers. How long have I been on mute? I'm like having a chat right here. Congratulated Trill. Did anyone hear that part? Sometimes my thumb has a mind of its own. Oh my gosh, I've been on mute the whole time? Fail. I'm gonna cry. I said nice things about the old men, okay? Lord. Alright. Number 1 is Shooting Star. She's a 3-year-old bay filly by James Dean out of What to Believe by Mint. I don't know why I'm saying it like she won. Danny Derby is the owner of this $4 million purchase. She's 4 for 9 lifetime. Coming off of a 3rd place finish in the Wish Upon a Star Stakes earlier this year, she won the Grade 1 California Oaks. Number 2 is Sing Back Louder. I did hear from Ash Terrison, the owner, earlier today, who said that her real-life horse had surgery last night, and so she was not going to be with us tonight, but it wouldn't surprise me if she was here anyway, because that's kind of how she rolls. I'm so sad you guys didn't hear me congratulate the old horses. I said Kaido means fury in Japanese. Go Trill. blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so Sing Back Louder. This is the filly who was 4th in the Louisville Oaks, 3rd in the Long Island Acorn, 2nd in the Midsummer Oaks, so she's getting closer. Before that, she'd won 3 of her 4 starts, so she is 3 for 7 lifetime. Lightly raced, daughter of Hold Above, will be around for a couple of years. Number 3 is Mercy Thompson. Super royally bred filly by Be Prepared out of Looks Possible by Man of Mystery, coming off of a 2nd place finish in the High Flyer Stakes. That was me itching my nose. Before that, she won the Sim Horse Racing Ladies Marathon, and she is 3 for 8 lifetime. And she's very good and also going to be around for a couple of years, probably, I guess. Number 4, World Enough in Time. Xander Zone owns this one. This was a $10 million purchase. Lord knows why. Why was this horse a $10 million purchase? Yeah, because of crazy. You people are crazy sometimes. The dam is terrible. She had nothing that earned more than $500,000, and this was a $10 million purchase. Okay, whatever. I digress. This filly actually won 3 in a row earlier this year, but she didn't even break her maiden until week 7 of this year, because last year it was like stakes race against boys, another stakes race against boys. Hey, maybe we should try winning a maiden race. And then after that, she decided to win a grade 1 against boys, so joke's on me. This daughter of Alan C. is out of a Windseeker mare, so this distance might be a little long. Number 5, Come Monday. Chris Bobby bred this one. This is a daughter of Hold Above, and Nikki Everdeen is the owner, coming off of 2 straight wins, including Grade 1 Pascal Memorial Stakes, 10 for 18 lifetime. Number 6 is Night Before Christmas. Carl Smythe owns this one. This is the final daughter of Marilyn Million by Heart of the Storm. It'll be interesting to see if she runs on next year or retires, because knowing Carl, she's going to run. Knowing the rest of the entirety of the sim, she would retire, because why on earth would you run this horse with that pedigree? Coming off of a win in the Grade 3 High Flyer Stakes, was 3rd in the Midsummer Oaks after winning the Grade 1 Long Island Acorn. Last year, she was 4th in the Juvenile Fillies, 5 for 9 lifetime, almost a millionaire. Pretty sure most of us would retire this one. Interesting to see what Carl does. Number 7 is Work of Art. This is another daughter of James Dean out of the Rambling Mare Blame Canada, who is a daughter of Skyfall. Danny Derby homebred. This filly won the Pine Island Memorial Stakes last out over Niagara Falls. Before that, she got thrashed by I'll Let You Know in the Long Island Classic, but that's going to happen. She was 5th in the Louisville Oaks. Number 8 is Preeminent for Mike Bryant. This is a homebred daughter of the Art of Racing out of a Desert Majesty mare, coming off of a 3rd in a Grade 3, but before that she'd won 2 straight stakes, including the Heartbreak Hill Stakes. Number 9, rounding out the field, is my one and only. Matt Feldman owns this one. This was a $1.3 million purchase. I love it when you find horses that have already earned back their purchase price. She's made 1.6. One minute to post now. And we only have 4 races after this. Just checking that I'm on the speaker, since clearly I wasn't earlier. And it is post time for the 1.5 mile ladies route. Betting pool closes at $47,700. They're off. Preeminent broke slowly, and Mercy Thompson stumbled at the start, but the rest were away well. It is Shooting Star who goes out to the lead, and Night Before Christmas is going to press the pace. Those two both want the lead, and no one wants to go with them. My One and Only takes back third, then Work of Art, Preeminent, Mercy Thompson, Sing Back Louder, World Enough in Time, and Come Monday is the early trailer. So it is Shooting Star and Night Before Christmas, those two drumming along on the front end, 3 lengths to My One and Only. Then comes Work of Art and Preeminent, Mercy Thompson, Sing Back Louder, World Enough in Time, and then Come Monday, still the trailer. As they come down past us the first time under the wire with 1 mile left to go, it is Shooting Star who leads right over Night Before Christmas, and those two are really clear of the rest of the field. They've got 7 lengths on My One and Only, Work of Art, Preeminent, Sing Back Louder, then Mercy Thompson, Come Monday, and World Enough in Time is your new trailer. So no change in order yet as they turn towards the backside. It is Shooting Star. Night Before Christmas right there too, then My One and Only back third. Work of Art alongside, 3 lengths back to Preeminent, then 2 to Sing Back Louder. Mercy Thompson has 3 on Come Monday, and World Enough in Time is the trailer. Only a half mile left to go, and we have a new leader. That is Night Before Christmas. She puts her head in front of Shooting Star, and she's starting to kick clear. Shooting Star can't go with her. My One and Only still third. Work of Art. Here comes the 2 closers, Sing Back Louder and Mercy Thompson coming on, then Preeminent and World Enough in Time. They've come into the top of the stretch, and Night Before Christmas is trying to kick away with it. My One and Only second, then comes Sing Back Louder and Mercy Thompson right together, Shooting Star and Work of Art. It is Night Before Christmas. Collared now by Sing Back Louder. Mercy Thompson there too. Sing Back Louder doing better of the two. And Sing Back Louder is going to win the ladies' route. She gets her grade 1. Mercy Thompson second. Night Before Christmas third. Then My One and Only and Shooting Star. The official winner is Sing Back Louder. She's a 3-year-old bay filly by Hold Above out of Dream Away by Father Ralph. She was bred by the Steward and is owned by Ash Terrison. This is her 4th win in 8 starts, and her companion cat is named Whisper Not. Next up we have the marathon, but I need some of my sparkly water, so you're going to have to wait. All right. Marathon time. Number 1 is Quirrell. This is a 7-year-old gray horse by Voldemort. Tion Long is the owner. Cost $1 million and has earned back half of that. 4 for 35 lifetime for this old guy coming off of a 4th place finish. Number 2, We Forgot Why. Andrew James owns this 5-year-old, a son of Rambling, who cost $1.3 million, 8 for 23 lifetime, coming off of a 6th place effort in the Fighting with Wit Stakes. Number 3 is Steelheart, the Old Man. This is a 7-year-old who used to be one of the very best in the dirt routing division, but now he's had to switch to marathoning to keep up. He wasn't doing great in the 1.25 mile races, but this year he has 3 wins going 1.5 miles or more. 14 for 30 lifetime with $5 million earned. Number 4 is Sharu. This is the guy who's finally gotten really good. Danny Derby owns this $2.7 million purchase coming off of a win in the Fighting with Wit. He took that by 4 lengths. Earlier this year, he was second to Gladiator, but before that, he won the Scott Island Memorial Desert Marathon by almost 6. Number 5 is Somebody Else. Lino Duran owns this one, a $2 million purchase by Horcrux out of my favorite Flames mare named Harmony. 8 for 14 lifetime. This guy either wins or runs into like a super freak monster. Last year he won the Los Campeones Classic. This year he won the Arcadia Million. He ended up skipping in Dubai, shortened up for the Baltimore Special where he was third. Then he won the Spa Classic and he finished sixth behind the People's Horse in the Long Island Gold Cup. Number 6 is Beep Beep. Man of Mystery colt owned by TD Palm, and by colt I mean 6-year-old horse. This guy has a cool record. 29 starts, 6 wins, 6 seconds, 6 thirds. This is the Devil Horse. Beep Beep is coming off of a third place finish. He actually hasn't won in the last year and a half or so, but he's always second, third, fourth. He's always right there. Number 7 is Walking Stick, and weirdly enough, this is your defending Stewards Cup Classic winner. Took that race last year by a head. This year he did win the Desert Challenge Round Stakes. Challenge Round 2 Stakes. He was 9th in the World Cup, 2nd in the In Excelsius, 2nd in the James Bond Marathon. So clearly not up to his old self, and this is the perfect spot for him. 12 for 21 lifetime, $4.2 million earned. Number 8 is Knight. Lethal Prodigy owns this one, a 4-year-old son of Tahoe out of the Messiah Mare Dream. This guy is 8 for 13 lifetime and is coming off 3 straight wins, all at 1.5 miles or more. Number 9, rounding out the field, is Into the Fire. Izzy Rafferty owns this one. It's a 6-year-old son of Crusader out of A Better Me, a $3.5 million purchase, who raced for Vincent Barrett until, 4 weeks ago or so. Coming off of a victory in the Prefamog Stakes, this guy was 2nd in this race last year and 3rd in the race the year before that. Can he do it better and win this race today? $1.5 million earned. That's your field for the marathon. 3 minutes. 3 minutes to post. Who thinks that I should go get my massage chair and plug it in and get it all going and call the next race from on the massage chair? It's like one of those, like you put it on your couch things. It's dope. Sounds pretty nice right now. Two minutes to post for the marathon. Now, let me remind you guys that tomorrow I'm driving for 8 hours, and with 2 toddlers and a dog, it's going to be like 1,000 hours. So if you email me and you say, whoops, I bred to the wrong stallion and made it the wrong color and made it the wrong gender, I will not get back to you till Tuesday. Don't panic. It's going to be okay. I will get there eventually, probably. Maybe. Unless I freak out because I still have 100 mares to breed myself and 9 stories to write before September 12th. But in theory, I'll get there. It is post time for the marathon. A field of 9 set to go 2 miles. I just look at the marathon chart and go, They're off. Knight stumbled at the start, but the rest were away well. So they untangle themselves from the gate, and the horse that wants to lead is into the fire. Trying to win this one after a second and a third in the last 2 years, We Forgot Why is second, then comes somebody else. Steelheart, the old man, is fourth, then Walking Stick fifth. Knight, Shrew, Quirrell, and Beep Beep is the early trailer. So it is Into the Fire who leads by a length. We Forgot Why is second, a length back to somebody else third. Then another length to Steelheart. They're in parade formation. Walking Stick and Knight, Shrew, Quirrell, and Beep Beep is still your trailer. No change in order as they got a mile and a half left to go. It is Into the Fire who leads them with We Forgot Why second. Somebody else is third. Steelheart fourth. Walking Stick, last year's Stewards Cup Classic champion, is fifth. Then comes Knight, Shrew, Quirrell, and Beep Beep. And they're coming down past us for the first time. They've still got a lap to go. It is Into the Fire, and his lead is now 3 lengths. Into the Fire by 3. We Forgot Why is second. Somebody else is third, but he's moved up a bit and he's cut a length off of We Forgot Why's position. Then comes Steelheart fourth. Walking Stick is fifth. Shrew, Knight, Quirrell, and Beep Beep. So it is still Into the Fire, leading by 3 lengths. We Forgot Why second and somebody else third. 3 lengths back to Steelheart. Walking Stick, Shrew, and Knight are alongside each other 3 in a row. Then 4 lengths back to Quirrell, and Beep is still the trailer, but they've only got a half a mile left to go in this marathon. Into the Fire, he's had it all his own way, leads by a half length. It is somebody else cutting into that lead. Walking Stick, We Forgot Why, has dropped out. Then comes Knight, Shrew, and Steelheart. It is still Into the Fire, turning into the stretch, but now he's done, and the leader is somebody else. Walking Stick is up second. Shrew and Knight third and fourth. Into the Fire is fifth, but it is somebody else in Walking Stick duking it out. Walking Stick has the class. Somebody else loves the distance. Knight back third, then Shrew, and it's going to be somebody else by a neck in the marathon. Somebody else wins. Walking Stick was second, Knight, Shrew, and Into the Fire. I don't want your body, but I hate to think about you with somebody else, which has been stuck in my head since I saw this chart for the first time. The official winner of the marathon is somebody else. He's a 4-year-old black colt by Horcrux out of Harmony by Flames. He is owned by Lino Duran, who I'm pretty sure this is his first Stewards Cup win. It is! Lino Duran, with only 100 lifetime wins, gets a Stewards Cup victory here. This is the 9 for 15 lifetime, and now goes over 2 million in earnings. We only have 3 races left. Yay! Next up is the Distaff, and that is in 7 minutes. And I'm going to bother to preview it, but I don't know why. Just kidding. Number 1, she drew the rail, is the unbeaten Triple Crown champion, I'll Let You Know. Steven Saratoga owns this homebred filly. She is expected to win here today, and if she doesn't, it'll take a lot of beating, but it is the Stewards Cup, and seriously, crazier things have happened. She's decided to run in the Distaff this year instead of the Classic, although she probably would have been favored for the Classic, because after this, she's going to go Pegasus and Dubai World Cup and all those things. So why throw her to the wolves now when you just completed the Triple Crown? Last year, this filly won the Stewards Cup Juvenile Filly. She's a daughter of James Dean. She's earned $4 million. What else can we say about I'll Let You Know? Number 2 is Stoplight Kiss. Carl Smythe owns this one. It's another daughter of James Dean. That's probably going to be like the theme of this race. 5 for 6 lifetime. This filly's coming off of a win in the Wish Upon a Star Stakes. Before that, she won the Z Princess Memorial. She would have been one of the favorites in the ladies' route, but she's here instead. Has earned $500,000, and highest lifetime speed figure is a 98. Number 3 is your Oaks winner, and that is Hiding My Heart. This filly actually won 2 Grade 1s in a row earlier this year. She almost made it 3 in a row, but she was defeated by Love Story by a nose in the Saratoga Oaks. 4 for 8 lifetime for Louise Bayou, a royally bred daughter of James Dean out of the Be Prepared mare Promises Kept. Hold on, checking to make sure my mic's on. It is. Number 4 is that filly I just mentioned, Love Story. She's a daughter of Man of Mystery out of a Doc Holliday mare, coming off of 2 straight Grade 1 victories, first in the Saratoga Oaks and then the Canadian Sorority. Last year, she broke her maiden with an 85 and then ran third and second in a couple of stakes. She was always knocking on the door. She was third in the Glory Stakes, which is a Grade 1 earlier this year, and now she's broken through for Izzy Rafferty. Number 5 is Kissin' Shadows. This is a $15 million purchase by Todd Lucas, a daughter of Heart of the Storm and Just One Kiss. 8 for 16 lifetime with 7 second place finishes, so she either wins or finishes second, or apparently runs nowhere because she was off the board once in her life. Last year, this filly won the Toronto Oaks and was second in this race by a half length. This year, she ran against the boys in the Sunny Sky Classic and was second. Then she won the Set Them Free, which is a Grade 1. Second to Hiding My Heart in the Beholder. Then she won 2 straight Grade 1s with the Faith and Wavering and the Manastique Stakes. Number 6 is She Stole My Heart for Cleopatra. This is a daughter of Heart of the Storm out of an awesome Paramount mare named Wonderful Dream. She is coming off 4 straight wins, including 2 Grade 1 races in the American Matron and the Kadosha. 10 for 15 lifetime, only been worse than third once, and this is basically a horse that I really, really, really want to breed to. I think she won the Juvenile Fillies a couple of years ago. Wait for it. Wait for it. She did. You're 48. Can I breed to your pretty mare? 'Cause she's so pretty. Number 7 is Secret of All Secrets. This is a Mike Bryant homebred that won the James Dean Stakes by James Dean, who earlier this year won the Grade 2 Flowers and Bow Stakes. She's 7 for 17 lifetime, closing in on $700,000 in earnings, coming off of a 4th place finish in the Ladies' Choice Stakes. And rounding out the field of 8, 7 rivals brave enough to face I'll Let You Know, is Grade 1 winner Heart Aflutter, a daughter of Heart of the Storm out of a Keep Your Promise mare, 8 for 17 lifetime. She's earned $1 million, and she won the Loki Reflection Stakes last out over Kissin' Shadows, 3 for 5 this year. And Allie Hedgestone owns that one. So that's your field for the distaff. 3 minutes a post. It's a very, very good field. Will I'll Let You Know make a mockery of it, or will she be upset? It is the Stewards Cup. And that would be maybe a little bit funny since she didn't go in the Classic. Don't tell Steven I said that. Two minutes to post. Get your bets in for the distaff. It's almost time. It is post time for the distaff, and the betting pool is going to close at $90,400. A field of 8 set to go a mile and an eighth. They're off in the Steward's Cup distaff, and I'll Let You Know was away well. Heart Flutter stumbled at the start. So it is I'll Let You Know right out to the lead, and I'll Let You Know is going to dictate the pace early. Heart of Flutter after the slow start is rushed up second, then comes Secret of All Secrets. She Stole My Heart and Love Story, Kiss in Shadows, then Stop Like Kiss, and Hiding My Heart. So it is I'll Let You Know controlling the pace from the get-go. She leads by a length and some. Then comes Heart of Flutter, Secret of All Secrets, and She Stole My Heart. Love Story is fifth, alongside Kiss in Shadows sixth, then Stop Like Kiss, and Hiding My Heart. The Oaks winner is the trailer. So I'll Let You Know leads them down the backside by 2 lengths. Heart of Flutter is second, 3 lengths to Secret of All Secrets. She Stole My Heart and Kiss in Shadows. Then comes Love Story, Stop Like Kiss. Hiding My Heart still last, but the rest of them are well grouped. Only 10 lengths front to back. So it is I'll Let You Know, and she's gotten away a little bit more now. She leads by 3 going into the turn. Heart of Flutter second. She Stole My Heart's up third. Here comes Stop Like Kiss. Hiding My Heart gets going. Love Story is dropped back, and Kiss in Shadows needs to move. They're at the top of the stretch, and I'll Let You Know she leads by 5. This race is over, folks. I'll Let You Know is absolutely cruising down the stretch. She's making a mockery of this field. They shouldn't have even entered the gate. I'll Let You Know she's 6, 7 lengths in front, now 8. Stop Like Kiss up second, Heart of Flutter third. Hiding My Heart is rolling fast from fourth, but I'll Let You Know she's going to win the distaff by 8. Look out, boys, next year. It's I'll Let You Know. Stop Like Kiss was second, Heart of Flutter third, then Hiding My Heart. The official winner is I'll Let You Know. She's a 3-year-old roan filly by James Dean out of Goodwill by Just Victory. She's a homebred for Steven Saratoga, and this Triple Crown winner is unbeaten in 11 starts. I commend all of you for running against her, but clearly that wasn't going to happen. Next up is the turf, and we have an awesome field in the turf. I love it. Post time in 7 minutes, so let's get right to it. The ARC winner, he drew the rail, and that is Night March for Kane Saracen. This is a 6-year-old homebred son of Catassin Black out of Gentle Donna. 13 for 25 lifetime. This guy has earned a staggering $8.9 million, trying to make it over the $10 million dollar mark with a win today. Has won 3 in a row. All 3 of those were Grade 1 races. Last year, he was 5th in this race, behind Night's Quiet. Number 2 is King of Ashes. This is a 3-year-old homebred for Carol Hansen. Last year, this guy was 4th in the Steward's Cup Bunbury, and since then has won 4 of his 5 starts, including a pair of Grade 1s in Virginia. Coming off 3 straight wins, and this is a son of Kingdom of Rust. Number 3 is Summerlin for Nina Olson. She asked me to sing, but Nina, I'm tired. In Summerland. This is a 5-year-old son of Stalingrad out of Dansu by Tattered. I'm pretty sure he's retiring tonight, which is going to be amazing. Give me that Summerlin baby and those night marches, because I need to breed my turf mares. Okay, apparently I am singing. 11 for 21 lifetime. This guy has earned $7.2 million. Was disappointing when 6th in the ARC last out. Earlier this year, he was 2nd in the Pegasus. He did win this race as a 3-year-old, I do believe, and he won the Desert Turf Classic last year. Number 4 is Convince Me. Stormy Peak homebred. This is a 3-year-old, so we'll see him for several more years. Son of Yaciel, he's 5 for 8 lifetime, never been worse than 3rd. He did win the Louisville Bunbury earlier this year and is coming off of a win in the Everest Stakes. Number 5, The Last Waltz. Robert Forston with his Steward's Cup entrant. This is a 6-year-old gelding by Band of Horses, coming off of a 3rd place finish in the Kentucky Crown Turf, but before that, he won the United Freedom Stakes. Number 6 is Gray. This is a John Exet homebred by Suzuka Silence out of Derby Charm, out of the Derby Charm mare Typical Situation, who ended up being a really nice mare. This guy took 4 tries to break his maiden. He finally did, and he's been unbeaten since then, including the Grade 1 Secretariat Derby. Number 7 is Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay is a 4-year-old son of Coleman Hell out of Just Me, coming off of a third-place finish in the ARC, and I know Laura Ferguson really wanted to win that. Before that, he won 2 races in a row, including the Grade 1 King George. This guy was third in this race last year and looks to do better than that today. Number 8 is Night's Quiet, the defending champion of this race. This is a 5-year-old son of a Toko for Willie Carson. Kind of hoping he retires after this, because that would be fun to breed to him, in my opinion. This guy had an awesome year last year. He's been a little bit frustrating this year. He did win the Grade 1 London Cup, but he was 5th in Dubai and 2nd in both the King George and the Ireland's Champions Stakes. Number 9 is Danny's Horse. Danny's Horse is a 6-year-old son of a Toko out of the Opera Ghost mare, Sweet Intoxication. Elise Peverell owns this one. He has not run since week 6, and he is in here solely to try to get me to say his name, which I will not do because lesson learned. So, take that. Number 10 is End of a Hero. Brian Levitt homebred. This is a 4-year-old son of Black Tide out of the cool mare Clobberella. 5 for 14 lifetime. Has only been off the board twice in all those starts. $1.2 million earned. He's coming off 2 straight wins, including the Grade 1 Japanese Fall Marathon. I assume this horse is going to run on next year, win, lose, or draw. Then comes number 11, and that is Only Me. I love this horse for Lucas Davenport. This guy's coming off a 2nd place finish in the ARC, son of King of Monsters. 15 for 22 lifetime. This guy has earned $8 million. He was 3rd in the Pegasus earlier this year, but he did win the Desert Turf Classic. He was 2nd in this race last year and wants revenge. Number 12 is Sunday Heartbreak. He's a 3-year-old for Bernard Kwok. This was a $1.6 million purchase, 4 for 8 lifetime, only off the board, or only worse than 2nd once. That was last out in the ARC. This guy actually finished 4th out of 10 in that ARC. Before that, he won the Irish Derby. This is a son of Ashino Sunday, and he's already earned back $1.4 million. Number 13, and rounding out the field, is another homebred, and this is Laser Gator. This is a son of Coleman Hell out of Nyan Cat, not the Nyan Cat mare. Nyan Cat earned $1.2 million and was super awesome, and I can't believe she's 11. That makes me sad. This horse has won 2 races in a row, is 5 for 14 lifetime, and he rounds out this awesome field. 2 minutes to post for the turf. One minute to post for the turf. And it's now post time. For the 50th Stewards Cup Turf, the betting pool closes at $79,600 and a fantastic field of 13 set to go 1.5 miles. They're off in the Stewards Cup Turf. Only Me bobbled at the start. Night's Quiet was a step slow, as was later Gator, but the rest were away okay. It is Summerlin who goes out to the lead, and Summerlin wants that lead. No one really wants to go with him early. End of a Hero and Gray, then comes King of Ashes, Sunday Heartbreak and Convince Me, Thunder Bay and Night's Quiet. Only Me, Night March, The Last Waltz, Laser Gator, and Danny's Horse is the early trailer as expected. It is Summerlin leading down the stretch for the first time by a length. He looks happy out here with End of a Hero second. Then comes Gray and King of Ashes, Sunday Heartbreak and Convince Me. Then comes Thunder Bay 7th. Night's Quiet is a length off him. That is the defending champion. Then comes Only Me. Night March, the ARC winner, is 10th. Then The Last Waltz, Laser Gator, and Danny's Horse is 13th. So just a mile left to go in Summerlin. He leads by 3. End of a Hero is second with Gray third. King of Ashes alongside him 2 lengths back to Convince Me. Thunder Bay is 6th. Sunday Heartbreak has lost 2 spots. Then comes Night's Quiet. Only Me 5 lengths back to Night March. Then The Last Waltz. Danny's Horse has actually picked up a spot with Laser Gator dropping out last. No change in order yet. It is Summerlin leading by 3 lengths with End of a Hero second. Then come the rest. Gray, King of Ashes, Convince Me, Thunder Bay, Sunday Heartbreak, Night's Quiet, Only Me, Night March, and The Last Waltz. And they're starting to move around now, though. Summerlin still has the lead. It is Sunday Heartbreak making an early move. Thunder Bay is chasing that one. End of a Hero, King of Ashes, and Gray. Only Me, Night's Quiet needs to get going. Night March picks up a spot, and they're swinging into the stretch with Summerlin still leading. The 2 challengers right now are Sunday Heartbreak and Thunder Bay. Night March is there. End of a Hero fighting on, and Night's Quiet. Only Me didn't do enough. It is still Summerlin, but he's tackled on both sides. Thunder Bay on the inside and Sunday Heartbreak on the outside. Night March is 4th. It is still Summerlin, and now Sunday Heartbreak's going to get up. Sunday Heartbreak in a big surprise in the turf. Sunday Heartbreak won the turf. Thunder Bay was second, Summerlin third, Night March 4th, and End of a Hero and Night's Quiet. The official winner is Sunday Heartbreak. He's a 3-year-old black colt by Ashino Sunday out of Tears That Fall by Australia. He was bred by the Steward and is owned by Bernard Kwok. This is Bernard's first ever Stewards Cup win, and he has 12,000 wins to his name. 5 for 9 lifetime now for Sunday Heartbreak, who goes over $3 million in earnings. No, he didn't, Brian. Your horse did not lose to Danny's horse. He just lost a spot for a minute. Stop that. Sometimes horses trade positions in races. You're going to be okay. So this classic. It's a mile and a quarter for $6 million, and there are 9 horses in this field. And it is a good field. Like, seriously good. Number 1 is last year's Louisville Derby winner, Kingdom Come. He is a homebred for Nene Hunter, and he's now a 4-year-old, obviously because math. 8 for 16 lifetime. The son of Rambling is coming off of a 3rd place effort in the Long Island Gold Cup. Since that Derby win, he did really badly in the rest of the Triple Crown races last year, but he won the Midsummer Classic and the Awesome Derby. He was 4th in this race last year, and 2 starts back won the Kentucky Stakes. Number 2 is Nene's other homebred, and that is Hold Us Together. Hold Us Together is the son of Man of Mystery out of a Keep Your Promise mare, coming off of a win in the Arcadia Classic, which is a grade 1, but it's a mile and an eighth. 6 for 14 lifetime, has only been worse than 3rd once, and this guy, yeah, he's won 2 stakes in a row, but before that it had been a while. Number 3 is Atlantis Pride, and this guy did win the Stewards Cup Juvenile 2 years ago. Last year he ran in the Seek Thrills Handicap rather than running in the Stewards Cup, but he's here today, coming off of a victory in the Long Island Handicap. Dusty Klatt owns this guy. This guy's earned $3.4 million, 10 for 16 lifetime. It'd be interesting to see if he retires. I don't know if any of these are retiring. Is Nene in here? Someone asked Nene if these horses are retiring. I can't tell if she's in here or not. Someone ask her. Okay. Number 4 is the People Source. This is a 3-year-old son of Happy This Way out of Bare Necessities. Chris Bobby owns this one. He is the poor horse who finished second in the Louisville Derby and the Baltimore Crown. Many people thought he would win the Long Island Classic, and Chris Bobby opted not to run him, which may or may not have helped her friend Steven Saratoga win the Triple Crown. That's up to you. I don't know if that's why he skipped this race too. I doubt it. But anyway, the horse really isn't bred for a mile and a half, but this distance is fine. He did win the Grade 1 Queen's Derby and the Grade 1 Midsummer Classic back-to-back. Oh, and also the Long Island Gold Cup. So this 3-year-old has won 3 Grade 1s in a row, all at a mile and a quarter. 7 for 9 lifetime with 2 second-place finishes. Number 5 is Indiana Jones. Laura Ferguson would really, really, really like to win this race with this guy. He's a son of James Dean out of Alleluia. This guy is coming off a win in the Oceanside Classic that was over Kingdom Come, but before that he lost to Kingdom Come in the Kentucky Stakes. He was third in the Desert World Cup. This guy's earned $2 million, and he will be running for at least another year, if not 2. Number 6 is Gladiator, and this is the horse that Chris Bobby prefers. This is a homebred. He's a 5-year-old. He was originally going to retire this year, and now he is not. 15 for 21 lifetime, never been worse than third. Last year, he was second in this race by a head, and that was kind of an upset. He was favored to win that race, and he didn't get it done. He has won 5 in a row since then, including the Desert World Cup earlier this year, and is coming off of a victory in the Tremendous Stakes that was over a mile and a half. Number 7 is Thunder Run, and kudos to Andrew James for getting this millionaire in here, a son of After the Disco out of a Whirlpool mare. This guy used to be like really, really awesome. It hasn't been as good, but why not run here? So he's here. He won 2 races in a row earlier this year. 6th in the Oceanside Classic, 4th in the Arcadia Classic. He could have been in the marathon, but he does prefer the mile and a quarter, and that is why Thunder Run is in this race. He's earned $1.3 million. Number 8 is Blue Bayou, and he is retiring after this. Thank goodness, because I need someone to breed to. That came out wrong. This is a 5-year-old son of Harry Potter out of the awesome broodmare Let It Go. So he's from that whole Wish Upon a Star family. This is your Derby winner from 2 years ago. This guy was third in this race last year, was third in the Desert World Cup last year. He was second in the Desert World Cup this year. Does that mean he'll be second here, or will he be the kind to win this race, which would be pretty awesome? 10 for 21 lifetime, only been worse than third once in his whole career. And he's earned $7.1 million. If he wins this today, he'll go over the $10 million mark. Rounding out the field is number 9, Follow Your Fate, and this is the long shot in this race, but I don't think he's without hope. Follow Your Fate won the Grade 1 Elusive Pegasus earlier this year. He was 5th in the Desert World Cup, won the Oceanside Handicap, and he's coming off a victory over a mile and a quarter in the Summer Bird Stakes. This is a son of Keep Your Promise. Mike Bryant upset the Classic with that guy a couple years ago. I don't know, it's probably been like 15 now. It's hard to know. 7 for 17 lifetime, $1.5 million earned. That is your field for the Stewards Cup Classic. Please get your bets in. Who is going to win this race? It is an awesome race, and who can we breed to after? Let's talk about the important things. 4 minutes to post for the last race of the year. Kind of. It counts. It's 1 minute to post for the Stewards Cup Classic. Oh my gosh, if I get a girl puppy that's black with a white stripe on its face, I'm totally naming it Zenyatta. This will surprise no one. Yes, I have a dog. Yes, I have a lot of cats. And I have 8 fish. And I have a horse. And I have 2 kids. And I'm taking the puppy and the kids on the road trip with me tomorrow. And it's going to be a thing that I do. It's post time for the Classic. Betting pool closes at 98,000. Oh, come on, you guys couldn't get me to that 100,000. Fighting. They're loading in the gate for the $6 million Classic, a mile and a quarter for 3-year-olds and up. 2 Derby winners in here. And top older horses, older horse, Gladiator, and top 3-year-old, the People's Horse from Chris Bobby's barn. They're off in the Classic, and it was a perfect start for all 9 runners. Indiana Jones wants the lead. He goes right out for it, joined by Gladiator and Kingdom Come. Then Follow Your Fate and Atlantis Pride, and it's an early duel between 5 horses. Indiana Jones, Gladiator, and Kingdom Come. Follow Your Fate and Atlantis Pride. The rest take back. The People's Horse, Thunder Run, Blue Bayou, and Hold Us Together is the early trailer as they come under the wire the first time. It is Indiana Jones with Gladiator alongside. Then comes Kingdom Come, Follow Your Fate, and Atlantis Pride. A length back to the People's Horse. Nose in second. Then comes Indiana Jones, Kingdom Come. Atlantis Pride has dropped out 5th, 2 lengths behind. Then another 2 to Thunder Run. The People's Horse has lost a spot. Blue Bayou is 8th. And 3 lengths back to Hold Us Together. So it is Gladiator who leads us towards the far turn. Here's Indiana Jones making an early run, and Indiana Jones sticks his head in front now. We have our third leader, Indiana Jones over Kingdom Come, Gladiator and Follow Your Fate, The People's Horse, Atlantis Pride and Blue Bayou, Thunder Run and Hold Us Together. They're coming to the top of the lane, and it is Gladiator who retakes the lead. Indiana Jones dueling with that one, Blue Bayou, and The People's Horse is rolling from the back of the pack. The People's Horse right up the rail. Gladiator, Indiana Jones, and Blue Bayou, Kingdom Come, and Follow Your Fate. But it is the People's Horse who blows past them all, and the People's Horse is going to win the Stewards Cup Classic by 2 lengths. Stablemate Gladiator was second, Indiana Jones third, then Blue Bayou fourth, and Kingdom Come. The official winner is the People's Horse. He's a 3-year-old chestnut colt by Happy This Way out of Bare Necessities by Doctor. He is owned by Chris Bobby, and this is his 8th win in 10 starts. Chris Bobby is getting her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th Stewards Cup win here. Been playing since 2009. And that's it! You're 50. It's over. Dirt router, because happy breeding of your mares. Oh.